And that sun got below the hill line that I have here by the house, and all of a sudden it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It was 39 degrees last night. It's 48 right now.
Holy mackerels.
That's what I said when I got up for work today. It was 44 outside. It was cold. I had to go outside.
Yeah, we got up to 54 today.
That was your highest?
Yep, and it's supposed to snow tonight.
Wow.
It was really nice outside around 3 or 4 this evening, but then it got starting to drop again. It felt like it was about 70, 72 out around 4 o'clock.
I think you were first, Tomas.
Yep.
It was 58 degrees.
You're 58 too, Steve?
58 here right now.
So it's not.
Hello, Tomas. Four-eyed canine.
It's not,
What's up, guys?
Hey.
You Chaser, how are you? Robert Glazer. Hello, Robert. I saw him earlier. I hopped on Uncle Bill's channel for a few minutes after my Cox communication technician went through and started doing testing. And of course, it's like I got this problem with the car, and every time you take it in, nothing ever goes wrong.
Right.
I've had problems, which I've had to drop out of Matt's stream, Jim's streams before, with my upload speed.
What's going on? Yeah, go ahead.
So he replaced the modem again, so just in case, but they're actually going to send somebody out here one night during the evening time when it seems to be happening. It's like late afternoon and evening, so
it's probably during the peak hours or something going on.
Well, it doesn't affect the download speed. The download speed may drop down some, but the upload speed goes down. I'm talking about I should be having 35 plus, so I'm running 35 to almost 39 at times.
And what do you got against, Steve? You got the fiber or the cable with the high plan?
It's Gigabyte. It's with Cox Gigabytes, but it's the highest you can get on cable.
Right.
Yeah.
Coax.
Hey, Tomas, Robert Glazer.
I have the 800.
You
got
got
the
800?
Yeah, I get in the 700s download, and then I average about 18 upload.
Well, if it wasn't for
Only
Justin,
18?
mine would still be crappy.
Well, because I live in an apartment complex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just think of all the cables coming out of each building. I think there's about 10 buildings in the whole complex.
What's up, Robert?
Robert, I connected with you on Facebook, and I see you do you like to be called Robbie rather than Bob? I'm talking to Robert Glazer. I don't know which one you like. Mika Steve.
Matt said he'll be home soon.
Yeah, I saw that.
I texted him. I said, "You going to be on tonight?" And then he just messaged me. No, this asshole. Listen to that. Listen to this. I texted him the other day. I said, "I need your address so I can send you some stickers when I get my stickers in."
Who?
He messages me, Matt.
Robert.
He messages me. And Matt messages me back and says, "Well, I need your address too because I'm going to send you some magnets." And so I give him my address, and he just says, "Okay." And I'm like, "Are you going to give me your address, dickhead?" And he never answered me back. It's like,
Steve, I got this because of Justin. I was only getting like 100, remember?
Right.
And 10. And then Justin said, well, call them, man, because mine was 45 and now it's over 200. So I'm up at 212 now. 200 down, 12 up.
Yeah, I was getting 39. I was getting 39 down and like 3.5 up. It was fucking ridiculous at times. And I called him up and said, "What the hell's going on?"
How do I get so many notifications that Bill, the drone reviewer of nothing, is live? I'm getting 27 notifications from him.
You can turn off notifications.
No, but it's like I'll be on in a half hour. I'm almost on. I'm on. How the hell does he do that?
Tomas, I did get your
Yeah, I wish
message
it would
today,
work mine.
but I was at work and I forgot to message you back. But yes, I did read it. Just let me know whenever you're
I'm
ready.
sharing with you now. That's what I'm pulling down right now.
That's not bad at all.
No, but
No,
he's
I
on.
can understand that. 5 o'clock, you got businesses shutting down in the area, and of course, people coming home.
I remember, was it last week, Steve, that you actually had to drop out?
Yeah, that's the problem that I've been having. But my upload speed is great because that's what I'm surprised with art. I mean, you've got 800 down, but they should be giving you faster going up. That's the reason I went to Gigablast, because you can get up to 35. Wow, look at this.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're at gerbil speed.
But I can
Wait a
live
minute.
with that.
Yeah,
but
you're
that's still
paying
decent
much
speed
more.
for anybody.
This is the one right now, your upload speed.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good.
But yeah, for anybody, that would be decent right there on both of them. Because like I said, I do 200 down on average, 2 to 220, and I'll do anywhere between 10 to 14 up. Just depends on the time of day.
I had a devil of a time. I bought this RAM. I don't know if I can actually make this any bigger. Will it let me? No. Damn it. But I bought this RAM, and when you put the RAM sticks in, you have to put them in one at a time. Start the computer up.
What?
Then let it see the third stick of RAM. Shut it down. Start the computer up. And
I've
so
never heard of such a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, me neither.
Yep. Or it won't see it. So I finally got it to read at 3600. The JEDEC. That's the Joint Electronics Division Commanders, blah, blah, blah. But the XMP is the Extreme, and the DOCP, which is for AMD, is the overclocking profile.
Listen to Four-Eyed K9 bragging in the chat. Said I chuckle when I see all your internet speeds.
Has he got fiber?
I don't know.
Well, I had a
not
devil
sure
of
what
a
he is.
time. Now, this is what we finally got. Took till 3 in the morning to get. 64 gigabytes of 3600 speed RAM. It would not recognize it. It was always coming up as 2133. So I finally got it to do it. We were playing with everything in the BIOS, man. It was a real pain in the ass.
What's up, Mika Steve?
XMP kept shutting off.
Yeah, he is on the fiber, Jim. That's the thing, though, is there's fiber all around our areas, but the problem is they only allow so many hookups to it, and it will be in a neighborhood of 200 houses, but they'll have like 20 or 30 hookups for it, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So once they're all full, you can't even get on it.
How does that work?
Right now on Google speed test, I got it up there, Jim. I'm showing it there. So 535, and that's about the most accurate test you're going to get.
Yeah, I always do Google because it goes to back to the actual hub,
right?
Not the closest one. The actual.
So that's what
one.
I'm getting right now, and that's another one that I did find. Let me see if I can get over there by shooting this. It's called Fast, and it's fast.com. Let's see what that comes up with. No, it's going slower too.
Fiber keeps you regular. That's for damn sure. Pete Carroll, I saw his latest on Facebook. He's got one hell of a. Is that a soundboard? I want to say. Trying to run back to Facebook here and see if I can pull his back up. Yeah, here it is. Check this sucker out.
Oh, that's cool.
He's got the M1, the Apple M1 right there on the right-hand side.
Oh, that's such a good chip too.
And then he's got two soundboards over here. I guess this is a DAC art, and then the other one is the actual soundboard. Is this a digital audio converter in front of me?
You know what? I don't know. I've never seen anything like that. Looks like a rack-mounted unit.
You see what 4K9 put? His internet
1
speed?
second ping H60 and how much is your house payment compared to that plan?
Wow.
And do they cap you on? And do they cap you on data?
Honestly,
that's the big thing that they're doing here with Cox. They limit you to 1.25 terabytes a month if you're on a regular plan.
It's a mic preamp and processor in the middle, and the mixer on the left. Okay, I thought it was what I call a DAC, a digital audio converter. I'm not into that. That's the best I could do, Pete. But are you impressed with because it came in 8 gigabyte and 16 gigabyte, right? The M1? I've heard nothing but good things about it. And actually, hey, Mike Reynolds.
I've heard it's fast as hell. I know that.
I with everything, editing, $50 a month.
Even the basic one with the when it first came out with just the 8 gig.
Yeah,
they were running Premiere, and also they ran what's the one for Apple editing software?
Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, they were editing that on it, and that just even the 8 gig was running at
16 gigs of RAM.
1 terabyte. Wow.
Wow, that's a good one. Hey, Gary. Bmack Aerials is here.
Gary.
Good evening, Gary.
I've seen a lot of guys like Film Resolved and all that. They mainly talk about Davinci, but they love this thing. The M1.
Oh, Jim, did you hear that frickin' Amazon sent me an extra drive by accident and told me I could have it?
What?
But was it still the 500 speed?
No, it was 2. I ordered the 1 terabyte and they sent me two 1 terabyte drives by accident.
Good.
So I told them and they were like, "I'll just keep it." Because they don't want the crap back. It's not worth it to them.
It costs too much. Yeah.
It's just not worth it to them for $50.
For a regular hard drive or what?
It was Western Digital 1 terabyte, one of the little portable ones.
Oh, okay.
I ordered 1 and they sent me 2.
Yeah. I told Jim I ordered or maybe I didn't tell Jim. I told Tomas I ordered 2 additional M2s, one for my laptop and one for my my new computer, my desktop. But I ordered 2 terabyte M2 drives to drop in there.
2 terabyte or 1 terabytes?
They're 2 terabytes.
They're expensive, man.
I got them through Crucial and got a good deal with a coupon code on it, and I got a good deal for it because I'm gonna do some fun. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put Flight Simulator on the 1.
Yeah,
that's strictly from them.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, I've been reading up with the RAM and all that stuff, and you don't want to put anything else but your operating system on your C drive. Put everything you can on your other drives because it'll read faster rather than reading back to the operating system, and then it can go off and read on another drive instead of going back and forth on the same drive. It'll actually slow you down. Why am I still showing this screen? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lost my mind there for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put that on, which it should designate it as once it goes in as a D drive, and then my data drive should probably move over automatically.
Look at what I got in the mail today.
All right.
The Elgato Stream Deck.
Still in a box.
Yep. I'm giving this little one, this Elgato Stream Deck with the controller. This is the 15 key one.
Yeah, that's the one I've got.
I'm giving that to Sean and getting the XL.
Oh.
Hey, Matt messaged me back, Jim. He said, I'll be home soon. Fuck you, Jim. I can hear you cock.
Wonderful. Wonderful chat.
Who was that?
Matt.
All I got is, yo, Jim, I'll be home soon. And you get this expanded definition.
Well, drive safe, Matt.
Listen, I know I don't have any right because, I'm not the drone police, and God, I'm sick and tired of it. But there's two things I wanted to talk about. There was a guy who actually put this post on Facebook and was asking, isn't it illegal to fly in fog? Because actually, literally...
Why would you want to fly in fog?
Well, that's the point I'm getting to. But the point he was getting to is, aren't you now illegal because you're flying in the clouds? My point is just what you're saying. All that water getting into your gimbal connection,
right,
is going to short the damn gimbal out.
Well, not only that, there's been times where people's drones have I'm saying there's been times where people's drones have malfunctioned with the sensors because it thinks that it's seeing ground because the fog is so thick. Remember that guy that put his what was it, what's the spark? Remember when he got it above the fog and it got stuck because it wouldn't come back down?
Yes.
Because the bottom sensors thought it was the ground.
He couldn't get out of the clouds.
Yeah.
Marcel says he loves flying through the clouds. I don't know, man. I've had my Maverick 2 Pro actually come down dripping wet from high humidity in a summer's night here in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, dripping wet.
We've had some misting going on here over the weekend, and on Saturday when we had that illustrious tsunami alert.
Oh, tsunami.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. Phones going off, the telephones ringing, calling in, everything, because of the mobile phones, the regular home phone, emails coming in. So I'm going to get my drone up, put it up in the air, zoom into the beach and see if I can see any water, starting to be pulled out. If there is going to be any high tides or tidal problems here. We didn't have anything here, but Santa Barbara did. It lifted the docks all the way up, and it's actually started water going into the parking lots.
Oh boy!
Yeah,
and I don't know what kind of a boat it was, but it was connected with a huge, like some kind of connection of for fluids or whether it be bait or whatever, and it was a floating like section of docks all across the whole entire entrance of the harbor, and the boat was out. Well, when it started coming in, that boat started turning, and the hose is connected to the back. Still connected in. It actually jackknifed all the way back around, and another like tugboat pulled in because these were like floating, what do I want to say, pods that were out there, and actually pushed the one section of pod so it went into the nose, and that boat was running there with its engines running so that boat wouldn't break loose from the mooring and connection.
These are those 2 1 terabytes they sent me, Steve.
Oh.
And then I bought the little inserts that you just put on the back of your laptop. You can slide them in there so they're not. So like if you're traveling or something.
I like that.
Did you guys see the video? Somebody flew a drone at the Cincinnati Bengals game, the Raiders Bengals game. I mean, it flew into the stadium.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
I know.
Like, that's stupid anyway, because you're going to lose connection once you drop into a place like that. Like, why would you do that?
I don't know, but this guy was able to fly his drone right out.
A bunch of people posted it on Facebook.
I bet he wasn't far, though, because like I've always told people, if somebody's in your backyard looking at, like, literally looking in your window, they ain't that far away, because you're not a half a mile away dropping your drone down in somebody's backyard like that and still have connection.
No.
There's just no way in hell.
Hey, Ron.
There you are.
I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't tailgating in the parking lot.
Hey, guys.
Well, look at what Michael's saying. That is his son, a drone fell on his son's roof.
Yeah.
What's that, Bob?
That's a ProMark? What did he say?
Yeah.
I never heard of a ProMark P70.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Phantom knockoff.
Oh, that's cool.
Probably like a Potenzic or a Hollystone. Something like that.
Where are you at, Ron?
Ron, where you at?
Where are you at?
I'm at the apartment.
Oh, okay. I was just that backdrop was just throwing me off. I'm sitting there going, "What are you doing? Remodeling your house? I thought you were at work till Wednesday."
Oh, yeah, I'm over in the. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I got to head in a little while, but.
What's your temperature there, Ron? Just for kicks.
Steve, did you get a chance to check out? I think it was in the 30s today.
Dick.
Maybe.
Oh,
it wasn't bad.
Matthew.
Compared to
hey, Steve.
weeks ago.
How are you,
It's
sir?
a heat wave.
Not bad, not bad.
We've got it at, what is it, 40-something degrees here now.
Given my address
to check out the Nero?
48 here.
Is that what you were talking about, Ron?
Oh, you're only in the 40s?
Yeah. It was 39 last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that guy's whole program.
Jeez.
That thing was phenomenal.
What program?
For the new Skylum AI software.
Oh,
I think that's what you were talking about, right, Ron? Is that what you were asking me?
Luminar, that link I sent you the other day, Jim?
Yeah.
Thanks, Marcel.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I sent you that link the other day, Jim.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think I sent it on Messenger.
We should check out one of Marcel's videos, actually.
Hey, Loren.
I like it so far. I actually put one of my photos up on a Facebook website today, and it's up to almost 800 views.
Really?
Awesome. Cool.
800 Google accounts. Hey, I've got to say good day to everybody. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob.
On there's a Facebook. Here goes the stream mat song.
I think.
Yeah, well, it's not very nice,
I
Marcel.
think Ron's. Is it me or does it Ron seem like he's delayed a little bit?
He is. He's delayed.
Yeah, because
he's got the apartment internet.
I see the picture from. Did you put it in a group, Ron? Because the one I'm seeing is from 5 days ago. It's the Eagle.
Yeah, it's in what's it called? Wyoming Through the Lens.
Hey,
it's
Thomas.
a site that only you have to be invited in, but then it's you can only post photos from Wyoming. Last I looked, them up to 700 and some views. That's just since this morning.
Wow.
I'm trying to look to see if I can at least see the photos.
Ron, does Torrington count?
Somebody named Shelley. Oh, I see that buffalo. Man, you guy got close up on that buffalo. What the hell?
Matt, you going to send me your address or what?
Oh, yeah, Matt. He made fun of you.
I know. I heard him. I was listening to every freaking word. Yeah, I was watching the stream. Yeah, how's this dick? That's what he started off with. Yeah, I sent him my address. Well, who would send him your address? Has anyone sent him their private address? I've got to get a PO box for this.
Hey, 2 out of the 6 people or 5 people on this panel sent me their address. I got Jim's and Ron's.
Have they all had COVID? Because there's something wrong with them.
It's called phishing.
I will send
I
it
just
to you.
put that link in the chat.
I'm still trying to see your picture in that group.
Yeah, I just put the link in the chat.
Oh, okay, because I'm down to Valerie and Lance.
Links in
Cindy.
the chat. Oh, that's.
This looks like your backyard, for God's sake.
Oh, that's the one you posted on your Facebook page a few days ago.
Yeah, same picture.
Yeah.
The 5 days ago one?
Wow.
That's the same photo, but I posted it on that website or that Facebook page today.
That almost looks real, Ron. That's awesome.
Nice
location. What Photoshop can do. and a stuffed decoy.
You can barely tell there's a green screen there. That's brilliant. No, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. You know what? There's a misconception that we've got.
That's the one I was looking at.
Oh, none at all. I don't.
Go ahead, Matt. No one was listening, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Bunch of rude pricks. All right. There's a misconception, probably all over the world, that the bald eagle is actually a big bird, and it's not. Yeah, but it's not. It's quite a small bird.
It's got some healthy legs on it. It'll rip you apart.
Hey, Rob. Sorry, mate. Sorry, I didn't know you'd get offended over that.
It's America.
America. It is, but when you can, I thought it was a massive bird, you know, but it's relatively small when it comes to eagles, I guess.
I mean, it's a big bird, but yeah, like you said, when it comes to the eagle family, though, they're definitely not the biggest.
Well, let me tell you, when you're up there, and Ron can vouch for this, and you're up there, I was really fortunate enough when I was younger. I was up in Alaska the year after the big earthquake with my dad for convention. And National Geographic was up filming a whole section on the bald eagle. And I got to follow this group of scientists and follow them around. And when you see that bird spread those wings out that close, when you get to a point going, okay, you've reached it. And he flapped his wing one time and it was just gone. It's a big bird when you see it up close.
Compared to a condor, it
the one
is.
here.
Well, apparently, compared to an ostrich too, down here in the chat there.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello, Dre.
I've never gotten that many views on Facebook before.
Howdy, Art. Ron.
Hey, Dre, how are you, mate?
I'm doing fine, man. How are you today?
Oh, not bad, mate. Not bad.
Good.
That's what happens when you steal photos from National Geographic there, Ron.
Yeah, that's what I Dre, you're looking dapper today, Dre.
Yeah, you know, gotta look the part.
I know. But you know, what makes me wonder why you want to look. Well, I can get on this stream here. I mean, look at the rabble you're with.
Hey, everybody plays their role.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got from comfortable collar to the one-liner art, and we got I don't know what we call the Leap Master Justin now. You know.
Oh yeah, everyone has got their role to play. Well, Justin would be into role playing, wouldn't you,
Yeah.
Justin? You'd have some masks and helmets and stuff at home, wouldn't you? Rubber goods. He's not denying it. Anyway, where are we?
Oh, don't get his wife fired up again.
Oh, his wife. Yeah.
That's
Hey,
old.
Robert.
That's old news.
Gary.
Whoever got that up.
Unlimited verticals. Who else we got here? Mr. Bob Casey.
You know those SpaceX satellites that
Hamas.
they're putting up? They're only supposed to be about
Neil.
5 to 10 years
Piece of shit.
as far as lasting, circling up there in the sky. And they've got a $150 million contract from the U.S. DOD to help them along.
Yeah, well,
That
the last bird that went up had, I don't know how many on board that have lasers on board them.
Well, we know what that's for.
Lasers.
What's that?
We know what that's for.
Yeah,
Pew, pew, pew.
that's to stop China with their claw-grabbing satellites that they put up.
That's exactly right. I mean, isn't this insane? We've gone from Star Wars to claw-grabbing satellites. Let me put Justin back on.
Yeah, we don't like you being here, so they're just going to go up there and take the satellite.
Well, the Russians, they just blow them up.
God, I hate this fucking.
We can definitely hear you though, Ron.
Hear all that frustration.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with your microphone.
Okay, it is working
Mm-hmm.
for a change, right?
Mm. Oh, well, it's free internet. I want you to do a speed test where you are.
See,
That would be
everybody's
real
on the,
interesting.
getting on the
Or not. You can just talk right over me if you want to.
Yeah, if he does a
We're
speed
not.
test, that'll knock him off completely.
Do a speed test. Do a speed test, Ron. I want to find out what the hell's going on there, mate. That would be really interesting.
Be like he thought he got knocked off the
Well,
lives and they're talking shit.
check.
Yeah, do a speed test.
Now, while you're doing that, Ron, I see that big frame behind you. Is that for a TV or for a picture? That big open space behind your head.
I'm not
Spacing
sure
his
what
head.
it's for. Probably a TV.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna
Is
mount. They're gonna mount his head in there. They're gonna.
See, this is why I don't send my address to anyone in the US. I mean,
You just went real dark with that one.
yeah. I mean, I can decapitate Ron.
Well, he's
Marcel's in the room.
Indian,
Feel the love.
Are you doing a speed test, Ron, or not?
I can't even get the page to come up. It's,
Wow.
That's how
Oh,
bad it is.
shit.
And clap.
Might as well just call me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Do you like girls?
That's the problem that I've been having for the past several weeks. I was having the upload speed. I had it again on Matt's show, and they came out today, and he was running all his tests, and all of his tests from directly at my connection point here on the modem. He was pulling 940 down and 39 up on his equipment.
Steve, does the fact that you have that VPN, the direct VPN?
Decentralized VPN, I was disconnected.
All right, so that had no bearing on the case.
Even in fact, I've got it here to hook back up because before he came, I disconnected off my router and took this desktop straight into the back of the modem. So I was taking everything out of the equation. It's strictly Cox and the wiring, and that's it.
Say that again, Steve.
Hey, Jim, go ahead and bounce me out. I got some editing I got to do. I'll be listening, though.
All right, brother.
All right. Take care, Drake.
Guys, take care.
Yeah, Dre.
He's talking about Cox is the company,
See you, Dre.
whereas we got
I give up,
Comcast.
Matt. I can't even get it to.
That's crazy.
You're having the same problem like I was having.
Ron, did you try your noise headphones again?
And there goes the delay.
Yeah.
He's getting bad delays.
Is that because of the internet at the apartment?
Hang on. Is he through StreamYard like we had before, or is he through?
I can't wait to get home tomorrow.
That question was half an hour ago. Is he through StreamYard, or is he, or is he through
He's a
the
Cox.
YouTube? Are you watching
Subscriber?
the YouTube? Ron, that was for you. That question.
Yeah.
I'll sit
We're
back.
fielding that one your way, Ron.
Yeah, we'll wait till the string pulls a bit tighter. Come on, Ron.
Sometime tomorrow, Ron will get back to us.
Be nice.
Ron likes
Ron.
boys.
Mm-hmm.
Ron likes
Wake
all.
up, Ron. There you go.
Wake up, Ron.
Ron.
No, no, it's
Ron.
wake you up. So.
What? No, wouldn't want to wake you up. Obviously, already up, talking to them.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he's talking to everybody else but us.
Yeah, that's Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Ron.
Hey, how you doing today? What's up there,
Yes.
boss? Hello.
Right.
Who's your
Are
daddy?
you using StreamYard? Who's your daddy? Are you using StreamYard or are you watching the YouTube feed?
Thank you very much for that answer.
Oh, jeez. Lucky we sorted that out.
I'm on StreamYards.
That's,
Well,
Yes,
good
for-
for you.
This.
that's weird.
It's like, that's-
I feel for you,
Well-
Ron.
Try to talk slower, Ron.
Ooh, Gary, Ron's on last week's stream. He's answering questions from last week. Holy shit, dude. That is really bad, that delay.
Yeah.
Now, Bob Casey, don't ever feel bad about coming on again. Bob would have like a 1 second delay and he would get all ticked
Oh.
off.
Hold on.
Yeah, AZ.
I'm sorry. Did you say
that
something, Ron?
He probably kicked out about half an hour ago, but it's only just showing now.
Yeah.
I heard leather goods. What was that all about? Oh, that was way back in the beginning of the stream, mate. Oh, internet speed test. Is that his?
Yeah, it
That's-
just dropped again.
What the hell's going on with you?
and
I
here he
don't know.
goes. There. Get him off here before he infects the rest of us.
It's
Yeah,
Ron. Ron's killing us.
You're paying double like what I'm paying, right? I'm paying 75.
Yeah, 140.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's California for you.
We're not sucking with Dan.
No,
yeah,
no.
that's right.
If I wanted
was
to pay
funny.
130 a month, I could get that. What they call the Gigabyte plan. It's 900 down, and
Here we go.
there's Ron.
Well, hello. Come on. Hey, how's that? Is that better? Can you hear us straight away? Now.
How do I sound?
Holy cow!
Better?
Wow.
The better, or worse, or the same?
Oh no,
No,
you're
it's a-
wonderful.
It's a lot.
Good.
It's a lot better, Ron. A lot better. At least you're in this week now, so that's a good thing.
Glad I come into the same week.
What did
Yeah,
you
no.
What did you do?
I went to my phone.
Oh.
Your mic's a little hot, Ron.
Oh God!
It
Don't
is?
mess with him. No, it's
You
fine.
guys bitch about everything. Jeez. Mike's hot, Ron. Ron, you're in last week's stream. Blah, 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 blah.
Sorry, what was that, Ron? Couldn't hear you.
I can't hear you.
That Fisher Price tablet, my first tablet.
Yeah. My first tab. Ron's broadcasting from the lunar surface.
Matt, I have to show you, since this took so long to get going, because it always wanted to show at 2133, which when you put the RAM in, it automatically goes to the JEDEC speed of the RAM.
Mm.
No,
Where's
it
it gone?
does.
No, no. But where's it gone? Where's it gone? I was reading the stats on that. Where's it gone?
Oh my God, you didn't see it?
No. He's pulled it off, mate.
It's 64 gigabytes of the 3600.
Yeah, okay. What's your actual speed there? When I've got full ports down.
And I couldn't get it to read other than 2133, which is what the safe speed is on all the cards, according to that JEDEC crap.
No, yeah, no.
Let me see if
Well,
I can.
You've overclocked though, haven't you?
No, all I did was put this into DOCP. I just want to show the CPU-Z.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, Bob. I feel for you.
Ron, you stuck on 500 subs, are you?
Yes, I am. And then I was up at 503 last week and then back down to 498.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine's doing that all the time. And over the period of 2 months, it may have gained 10. I've had like 30 subscribers, but because you can tell how many subscribers you've had and how many's dropped off. So out of that 2 months, there's only been like 30 subscribers come in, but I think only like 10 of them have actually stuck to the channel. I should stop doing that live with Jim on there. I might be able to keep some more fucking subs.
Let's see if we can bench during the show.
Different Wi-Fi, trying to.
And he's gone again.
Oh, what happened?
Something with his Wi-Fi. I don't know. He was breaking up. Said something about his Wi-Fi.
Boy, some people are never satisfied. No, but this is what I was talking about, Matt. When you go to the memory, it automatically wants to go to these JEDEC speeds, the 2133. And no matter how many times I put it into DOCP, if you have AMD, it's DOCP instead of XMP. I couldn't get it to boot up, keeping the profile. So that's what I'm saying. I finally got it. Well, I couldn't have got it without Sean Edge FPV's help.
I'm on a different Wi-Fi system. Is this any better?
Yep.
There you go.
Clear.
Much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
That's heaps better, mate.
What's with the echo?
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Jesus Christ. Shut the hell up, Art.
He has an Alexa. He's got an Alexa dot.
There's a moment when you stop poking the bear.
Yeah. I think we've reached a tipping point, fellas.
Yeah, there's a point when I wait for Ron to say, "Oh, fuck this," and take the thing and throw it, but he don't do it.
It's come close. Hey, in reference to your Mr. Crackles remark, Jim, I did go back and listen, and I could hear it crackling. The next morning, I was on with Rodney, could hear the same thing, but the next
Yet
day
when you or I on Messenger, nothing.
But when I was on somebody with Zoom later on that day, clear as a bell.
It's got to
So
be
StreamYard, you reckon?
I'm narrowing it down to two things. One is either StreamYards or the poor internet quality. I'd like to try it when I get home.
It's interesting.
See if it works any better.
Could it be the internet quality? I don't think so. You either have it in audio or you don't, right?
Yeah, but if I don't know.
Go ahead and say it, Matt.
Yeah, I know, Matt. Was there something there that bothered you, you friggin' asshole? I mean,
Yes.
friend.
Go ahead and adjust those.
Let me get this lighter over here.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, let me light my cigarette. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Oh dear.
Yeah, we had a really bad truck wreck on the freeway here this morning. A truck carrying a load of vapor rub overturned on the highway. No congestion for 8 hours.
You was
dear.
clear forever.
Hey, Art, did you hear my dad joke last week?
No, but I'm afraid we're gonna.
Oh yeah, mate. Yeah. About the Dubai and Abu Dhabi people. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's the major difference between the people who live in Dubai and the people who live in Abu Dhabi? Well, the people in the Dubai don't like the Flintstones, and Abu Dhabi do.
Now, Art, that's right up there with one of the best jokes you've ever told.
I bet Matt's set up till 2 a.m. thinking about that. Was like, I'm using that next time.
Dude, I've put it on Facebook. I put it on Instagram. I put it on Twitter. I put it on Twitch. I put it on Twat. Anyway, and yeah, it's done really well.
Oh, Bob got dropped. I thought it was just the delay you got pissed at, Bob. That was the last time when you got dropped, right?
Yeah, but you see what his internet speeds were?
Yeah, he's on DSL.
He's absolutely terrible. So anyway, I had to take all the full 4 RAM sticks out, put the 2 initial ones in, start the computer up, and if I put the other 2 sticks in, Steve, computer would not start. Wouldn't even start. I had to leave the 2 originals in and just put 1 extra in. Let it see the 45 and then go to the RAM, DOCP it again. And Art, I'm going to smash your little friggin' head like an abadabadoo. And
I've never, ever heard that before when putting memory in.
It wouldn't even start. It was no boot screen. It would say F1. It would boot up in safe mode is what it would do. And tell me I had to change the settings.
One boot's
Well,
up in
Matt
here
could have
for you.
went.
Well, maybe you should press the FU button.
Did you
That would have fixed.
go into the BIOS firmware?
Yeah.
And
That's what I do
check
all the
to
time.
make sure it was receiving it before going into startup when you started it up?
Yeah, but if I put too many sticks in at one time, if I put all 4 sticks in, it would never get past the safe boot. So I had to put the original 2 in, and you have to put them in A2 and B2. They have stars on them on the circuit board, on the motherboard. And then I had to go put the 3rd one in, and it would read 45 gigabytes. Then I had to shut down, put the 4th one in, start it back up, and it read to 64.
Oh, Peter,
You're
Jim
right,
already
Matt.
read that in the manual. He knew that.
But it was always reading at 2133 JEDEC speeds.
Classic.
I
I
couldn't
finally
get it
got
to
the
read.
speed test to work, Matt.
Sorry, mate.
What do you
Finally
got?
got the speed test to work. 91 down, 15 up.
Hang on, 91 watt though? K.
Yeah.
No, he's not on mine.
It can't be 91 megabyte.
That's what it says.
And
Oh, hang
15
on, you're on
up?
He's on a
15
different
up.
Wi-Fi now.
I'm on
He
different
stole my
Wi-Fi.
neighbor's
now.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's absolutely. Well, that's fine because your picture and all that sort of fine. But that other one would have been real interesting, man.
I
Wait,
couldn't even get it to come up.
Well, he probably has.
Andrew
the
says he's putting his money on StreamYards, and Peter Carroll comes back with, why would StreamYard pick on just one person? Ron.
There's logic.
Ron, are
They
you
found
showing two
Ron.
different internet signals, a 2.4 and a 5 gigahertz? Because
You're not even on your
5
mic,
gigahertz.
Justin. Why do you have your mic there? You're not even on it.
Electricity again, Jim.
Just throw the mic out. You're not even on it.
Wonder what one I'm on today.
We can hear you
Wow.
just normal. With friends like this, huh, Ron?
Exactly. Agree more.
Ron loves it. You wait till you see my intro, Ron. Oh my God, I've got to finish that.
When are you going to finish that?
Oh, mate, it took me forever to do the music, right? But now I've got to go through and sit down and go sift through freaking a year's worth of footage to try and get. I've got to sit you down, Ron, and I just want you to make some faces, and I'll have it done because I'm.
I
trying
made
to
a
go
bunch
through
of
all
faces to you before.
You
And
did
say
two-
some more dumb shit.
Yeah,
Say some
dumb
more
stuff.
dumb shit.
That's easy to find actually, Jim. I don't have to troll through too much footage for that.
Sarah told you a joke at work.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
What?
Just not out of that mic.
Yeah, you're like 10 minutes behind on the chat.
You're
Yeah,
not in
that-
the same microphone. Justine.
Tap your microphone, mate.
Hey, Jim and guys, I'm going to back out of here because it's getting worse now. We're getting less than 1 meg.
It's working.
Jim has lost his
Oh
word.
man, Steve.
I'm going to go call Cox right now because I do have the reference number that the guy gave me. He says, call when you call in, give him the number.
Yeah. Steve, still there? Eries.
Yep. I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Well, yeah, your pitch is really. It's actually worse than Ron's was, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're really frozen. Here you go. You're back again now.
Now you're there, Justin.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Well, that's what
it's
happened
my
last time.
directional my mic was turned around because it's directional. I didn't realize it.
Hang on. Have
Wait,
you got
so-
Crackle now? See you,
Thank you, guys.
Steve.
Great
See you,
night.
man.
Okay,
Take
everybody
care,
in chat.
Steve. Good to see you.
Bye-bye.
Take care, mate.
Call them up, Steve. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob,
Um,
who do you have in Kentucky? Because he's got neighbors, so there should be plenty of cable out there.
And quite honestly, where I'm at now in Wyoming, it's not that great because it's copper instead of fiber optic. They flat out told me. So I don't know whether to go to satellite or not. There's one satellite company out there.
Yep.
Well,
No,
what I'm
trying
saying,
to-
Ron, is does Ron have two different internet signals, a 2.4 and a 5 gig? Because I notice if I stream on the 2.4, it's shit, but if you're on the 5 gig, it works a lot better.
Well, if you have Wi-Fi, don't you have that automatically?
That's what I'm saying. Has he ever noticed that he has two different signals to connect to, though?
I
You want to be
am
on the 5G.
on.
Can you just tap that on an Apple and see it? Which one you're on?
Actually on an Android laptop right now.
All right, so then you should be able to just right-click on the bottom.
I am on 5G.
That's why, because he's getting a better, stronger signal and a faster speed by being on the 5G. You were on the 2.4 gigahertz before, most likely.
But I was on. See, the apartments across the hall. There's they call it a clubhouse. It's like a little, I don't know, room across the hall from the apartment, but it has its own Wi-Fi set up here. And I'm actually streaming off from the apartment, and I'm across the hall.
Yeah, because what I'm saying though is most people, like at my house, I have two different signals. I have a 2.4 and a 5 gigahertz.
Everyone who has Wi-Fi has that.
Yeah,
And some apps only work off. They can't work off 5, and you've got to
Right.
actually change. You got to actually bloody change your modem to 2. Like the one for my robot vac. Man, if you haven't got one, go get one. They are sensational.
I love
And
mine.
You
They
lazy
suck.
bastards.
It's the best. I'm sitting there. It even mops the bloody floor, mate. You know, I'm sitting there. It's cleaned my whole freaking house, mate, and I'm there watching. No, I won't tell you what I was watching, but anyway, you know,
Porn.
I sit in my lounge, and this thing's cleaning away. My God, It's brilliant.
How often
Brilliant.
do you have to empty it?
Every
Mine
time.
Mine self empties. I have.
Oh,
the
you got
thing, the tower. Yeah.
It throws
gotta-
it back out onto the floor.
It's
No, it has a tower that it pulls up on, and it's a big vacuum bag in the top of the tower, and it empties itself.
So
And
let
then
me
once
ask
a
you a
month-
question.
Once a
Let me
month,
ask you a
I
question.
pull the.
Exactly what the hell does Sarah do?
yeah. Oh,
Work? Like, what do you mean?
I mean, God put them here for a reason, man.
Oh, my God, get off.
Here we
of
go.
this.
Oh, boy.
here we go. Sarah's gonna fucking cut your new asshole.
What's the matter with you people? Get your women
Yeah.
together.
Wives love mops, dish towels, and a bucket for Christmas or their birthday.
Oh my God! Did you just have that waiting to come up? Did you?
I've had that for years.
Fucking 1950s.
Tell you what, though, have a look at that. Hello. Fetch your slippers and pipe, massage your feet, save your eyes and copy your stats. Did you see that one where he goes, "You never listen, you never hear what I say," or whatever it is, and he just looks and goes, "Sure, I'll have a beer." I love
I
that.
swear Jim grew up
Preacher
in
with
a
a
time
door
period.
and nothing.
No, I swear Jim grew up in a
Oh.
time period where a girl shows her ankle, and that's sexy.
Ooh, those
No.
ankles.
Nope. Grew up in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and it was all normal.
Hey,
The
Chris,
woman
how
was
are
there
you?
for a reason. You got married for a reason.
He
I
said,
can wash
"Ooh, a
my
woman
own
voting."
goddamn clothes. If you're not going to do it, tell me what I need you for again.
He said, "Ooh, a woman voting naughty."
It's starting to sound like my old work partner. He said he wanted his wife to be a librarian in public and a whore in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Why is Jim wearing an apron? That's a good thing, though. There's a couple of links in the chat there, which is worth
Yeah, I'm
looking at.
seeing that now because I didn't see it because I had this show you this important public service announcement message.
Yeah. Training
Brought to you
video.
by tonight's subject of RAM.
5G or stuff.
5G.
Yeah.
You know, they're sitting here talking about 5G. It's going to screw up the American Airlines with their altimeters and all this crap. Okay, I got a little problem for you. They've been doing this in Europe and for years now. Verizon even wrote the FAA and told them about this. So what's your problem? The FAA actually put a letter out requesting that they not start 5G. Verizon not start 5G in America for another couple of weeks.
Well, let me ask you this: like planes tell you all the time, shut your electronics off before we take off. Has there ever been an actual incident where electronics have interfered with a plane?
No.
No. So why the fuck did they make you do that?
It's called control.
Andrew,
That's why
I've
we
never
wear masks now.
I've never had an issue with 5G affecting a drone, mate. We got 5G all over the bloody place here. In fact, one of the places I fly just to if I want to test some stuff out has got a big bloody 5G tower there in it, and I've actually sent it on a Lychee mission, and it hasn't affected it at all. So I don't know.
Now,
Doesn't
our
seem to.
drones, if you look on the Go4 app, you have 11 channels you can choose from. You can leave it on auto, and it'll auto change the channel for you on both 2.4 or 5G. It'll automatically switch. So I don't think it can interrupt the signal. I think it was built so it didn't.
Yeah. So anyway, I haven't had any issues with it. Although I watch the freaking thing like a hawk when a Lychee mission is on. You know how I feel about automated flights. You know, something's going to go wrong.
Yep.
Even return to home. I mean, a lot of people use return to home. Ari loves return to home when he's doing his work and all that sort of stuff. You know, I'd just rather have it in control, and because it has, I don't know, you know, a few months ago when it was doing, I was just fucking about with it anyway. And I was doing those, what do they call them, quick shots and all that sort of shit. And I was just having a look at them. And that rocket one, up it goes, and then it just took off. Pew, bye-bye. I wasn't supposed to do that. It's supposed to come straight back down to where it finished. And it just started taking off. But lucky it answered straight to stick command and just stopped. And I thought, shit. So I rebooted, did it all again, and did it like 3 times that day out of about 5, what do they call them, rockets. It was only on the rocket one. So I don't know what the hell that is.
This is a DJI Fly report I saw today. Now, I don't know how old it is. It's from Patrick Egan over at Drone and Sundry. This is from DJI. During the last year, DJI users have taken off, let's say, 76 million times with a total flight distance of 73 million kilometers, equal to 192 trips to the moon. Through thousands of miles may separate us, those thousands of miles may separate us all, we are all the same in the sky. Now, through all of this, there have never been any drone accidents or drones causing planes to come down out of the sky. And yet, with general aviation, how many plane crashes are there every? I don't want to say
there was one by my house just not even a week ago. That plane that I was bitching about that was going around above my house at 250 feet. Yeah, he crashed about a week ago. That same fucking plane, that little yellow plane that was always
rock and roll, guys.
I wouldn't be saying you were annoyed with that, Justin. I would be keeping quiet if I was you.
Yeah,
just in case.
Closer.
Ron.
Yeah.
See you, mate.
Guys. I got to roll. Head to work.
Take care, Ron.
Yep. See you guys.
Right, mate.
Good night.
Yeah, take care, brother.
Bye-bye.
See you, mate.
Ron.
Let me pull up this one from Jody. It's on a Reuters report. This must have been the Major League. This is no, it is the one talking about the 5G. From Reuters news report.
Chris Hope's got the live Starlink mission in the chat.
Is that thing going on right now?
Yeah, man.
I don't hear it yet.
You're telling me they couldn't put some kind of shielding in the planes to keep it from affecting it if that was the case?
Oh, like you just saw, there's a guy using his phone on the plane. So what's the point? But the thing was that Verizon wrote the FAA and said, look, we're already using this stuff.
It's
we're
taken off.
Using this stuff in Europe.
It's at 2 kilometers in altitude right now.
SpaceX takeoff.
I've got it in the chat, mate, in the green room.
Oh,
or you could miss it.
You get it?
Yes, mate. Speed.
But the amount of
1K.
Why is this in? Why is this in kilometers an hour?
Because the NASA uses the metric system, I believe.
Yeah, the more accurate system. Yeah, I understand that.
Well, actually, the metric system does get used quite a bit over here. Depends on which field you're in. Some fields use it, some don't. Mechanics use standard and metric. I mean,
I can stop watching. This is what you should ship me about to Canada because it's in kilometers an hour, and they and all the speedos are in kilometers and all that sort of shit, right? And yet when they go to pay you, they pay you in miles, and obviously the miles are longer than a kilometer, so you're actually getting paid less. You sons of bitches. Yeah, man.
No, AZ, usually when I try to go out and see it, I can't. But Jim's actually closer to it than I am.
I want to see the rocket boosters come back down.
Look at the speed of this thing.
Matt, you want to make that a little bigger, brother? Yeah, it'll get up to 6,000 kilometers.
Wow.
But the costs, though, that Elon's company has now made it to, because these rocket boosters, I think they said, have been reused about 40 times now, where before that would have been a one-time use.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
that's
only have a
pretty-
5 to 10 year expectancy, these satellites, before they drop out.
But he's taken the cost of it way down, though, as far as recycling these boosters and reusing them. That
Well,
takes
yeah.
the cost way down.
And he got a $150 million contract from the U.S. government, too, which helps. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I don't mind investing in his company as a taxpayer if you're going to look at it from that thing, because at least he's making strides. He's doing more than fucking NASA's done in the last 20 years.
This
Oh,
one's
there we go.
carrying 40 satellites, Robert.
We've got separation.
What
Look at-
was the total?
look at that.
Thousands of satellites. Do you guys remember?
I
That's
think it was
brilliant.
4,000 was the total he was trying to put up, I want to say.
No,
For the
all I
entire
see
system.
is a red dot in the sky in Arizona drone, dude.
Look at this shit.
And he's closer than I am, is he?
I got to show that again. Gary says they use the metric system because they're not the third world. They tried the metric system over here in 1974. It lasted for about 3 months. When people saw how much
Brent,
they were
have you
paying
been to
for a
Australia?
liter of gas, I'm sorry you talked in front of me. When people saw how much they were paying for a liter of gas, they said, "Wow, that's great." Until it turned out to be 4 liters to the gallon. They said, "No. You're not screwing me this way." Looks like a cheap price.
Look at this shit. That's fantastic.
That son of a bitch is hot right there.
Yeah.
You know, this used to be so big that people would literally line the highways here on US 1 to watch them go off. It's a shame that it's become such an everyday occurrence. Now, I haven't heard it, but I always hear the Falcon Heavies. They'll shake the windows and you get the sonic boom. But I have not heard this one.
Are they
Yes.
Falcon
K9
loud?
live, mate. Yeah, it's live. K9. Yeah.
Yeah. We're waiting for the boosters. They'll show the boost. You know what? Last time that took 59 minutes before the boosters came down.
Well, shit, man. I mean,
The only
look
thing
at this
that's gonna
timeline they got. Yeah. All right. Well, he's done it to me too.
Yeah.
Jim.
It just loves to talk over us.
Oh, my God.
Try it again, Matthew, before you're so rudely interrupted. Now your mic's off, Matt. Oh, Justin is a co-host. Unmute him, man. I can't do it.
I'll do it myself.
Okay.
Should be able to unmute himself.
I did. Yeah, I did. So you've done the co-host, Bizzo, have you?
Hey, I wonder if they have a Sony sensor on that camera.
They didn't. Ah, mate. No, that'd be at least a. No, that's a Mavic 2 Pro right there, just in sports mode. Just following that up there.
Doing one hell of a job.
I don't think Marcel's best drone would catch that.
We won't talk about Marcel's drone, will we? Was Marcel that landed his drone, wasn't it?
902, it was set to take off from 39A, which is the original Apollo launch pad.
So it's going into entry now. What's this entry? What's this shit?
They've got 49 flat panel Starlink satellites going into orbit.
Look at this shit.
They delayed it from Monday because they were waiting for better conditions in the water for the Atlantic Ocean to settle down for the recovery of the boosters. So that's the booster coming down on the left, is it? Is it not?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the boosters looks like they should have separated, and it's coming back down according to that timeline down the bottom there.
Right.
And the speed, as you can see, is coming down quite rapidly.
He's great on the sticks, Matt.
Yep. You have to have a spotter though, don't you?
You know, that is interesting because I wonder if they're using LiDAR and a FLIR to find the platform in the water. And then where is this placed on the booster that it is sensing where that platform is in the water? That's some real technology.
Okay, hang on. So this thing lands vertical, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep. And the platforms, I haven't seen it. And the platform's in the middle of the water, is that right?
Go right here.
Oh, that's coming back down.
Yes, that's the platform on the right. Yeah. That's the platform on the right.
There you go.
And you're gonna watch it land.
God.
It's on a floating. That's like a.
Oh my God.
Yep.
There you go. Now you can see it. Oh, the legs have extended, just like Justine's wife.
That's crazy.
Now I'm saying, right? Are they using LiDAR, FLIR? How is it getting so? I really want to know this now. I'm gonna have to friggin' look it up. Damn it!
Look at this shit, man.
And that's what, the 20th time?
That's brilliant. RTH.
Oh, 103rd recovery.
103rd?
Yep.
Let's see Captain Drone do a review on that.
That is too damn cool. The technology is insane.
Really brilliant.
Yep. Great return to home.
My God.
It just has to be
39 stars out.
Is that it? Oh no.
Nope. They're
gonna go back to the rocket. They just hit return to home, Jim. It's like magic.
It might be.
No, but I'm saying you're talking about a floating dock. It's just a flat, like an aircraft carrier.
Oh dear, Mike. No one wants to see that, brother.
No.
Well, actually, it'd be very interesting.
Hey, Jim, pull that link up that I posted. It gives a view of the boosters coming down from the side. Somebody filmed it. And it looks really badass.
Okay.
Yeah, Neil, I've never seen it. I mean, I heard about it and all this sort of shit. But actually, when it was coming down and the camera was pointing down, you see those fins coming out. You could see it steering itself.
Right.
Right? It's doing all this.
Yep.
Right.
Now, this is what, what's his name? Rod Hansen keeps saying he wants to be able to film. And he's talking about doing that with Next Dynamics Evolve 2. Is that what he was talking about? With the 12 megapixel camera? I don't think so.
Have a look at this, right?
I don't get it because it's pitch black right out right now. All right. You ready?
Okay. The satellite trajectory and orientation sensor.
Go ahead, man.
Done it again.
Yeah, I know. Rude bastard.
I was right in the middle of that too. It's not as if I just started talking. Yeah, right. Watch the StreamYard fucking thing. Anyway, this is what Rigor Mortis put up there. Satellite trajectory and orientation sensors coupled with some very fancy software designed by the guy that wrote the game Doom. Really?
What? Oh my God! That's ridiculous. Oh.
That is insane. Now, see how long it takes for the sonic boom to hit, man?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've already landed by then.
That's as close as you're ever getting.
Oh my God.
To seeing it.
What the? Come on.
That's so cool.
There it is. Look at that shit.
Now, hang on. Just take the audio out of that for a minute, Jim.
All right.
Yeah, pause that audio, right, so we can talk about this shit. Now, from what I can see, go back a little bit. Just go back a bit. Here we go.
Trying to find it.
Where are we?
Trying to find it. And there they are. See it?
Yeah, I can see that. Yep. Right, okay. And what about the second one?
There comes the second.
It comes in the screen. Okay. From when I first watched it, it looked like you could only see them after they started slowing down. Because it didn't look like the camera was picking them up until they actually started slowing down, and then it sort of saw it. But it's not. It's just them coming into screen. Yeah.
They're falling like. What's the speed of them falling? We did see it on when you were showing that screen.
Oh, those are missile speeds right there with them sonic booms.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They were landed by the time them sonic booms hit.
That is insane technology.
That's crazy. How
look
cool
at the
is
angle
that?
they're coming down at, Matt.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
See, top heavy.
Yeah.
Son of a gun. That is just insane.
You heard Jim in the background, America.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I did.
That is just insane.
That is crazy good.
And I understand where Rod's coming from, because when it takes off at night, you're getting that arc. It's going straight up, and then it quickly turns into an arc over the earth.
Yep.
So, in other words, we'll see it for just a few seconds, and then you got the red dot of the tail of the booster.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to find this with a camera when you could see nothing, and then all of a sudden they're there.
Yeah.
You'd have to
Canine, I just threw my drone in the garbage. I want one of those.
Should have sold it so you could put a down payment on one.
Yeah.
I just want to know that technology. What are they actually using? Because what could stand that shake, rattle, roll, right? Of being on that platform, taking off in the first place, withstanding the heat, the vibration, the pressure change up in space, and then come down and find a stupid little platform in the Atlantic Ocean.
You didn't see Ken Heron's breakdown of this?
Oh, for Christ's sakes, no. No, I want an intelligent.
This is by far way ahead of what anything we're talking about.
You see that? They're just out in the middle of the ocean, man.
That's incredible. I love, you know what? And that is like finding a needle in the haystack.
Yeah.
You know?
How the hell?
Well, actually, Justin could probably do it every time because he hits things in the middle of nowhere all the time. So
that's true.
He'd be able to get those spot on.
He finds
I'll never tell how I do it.
Yeah, Jetty Park in Titusville.
Find those poles as much as I do.
They would have been able to see it better.
I missed that. Sorry.
There's a place it's called Jetty Park in Titusville, where that is open to the public to go see these launches. These guys are actually closer.
But I think Elon's company has kind of made a new, where people are starting to get interested in it again. Because like I said, NASA was really stagnant for years and weren't really doing a whole lot.
Because the American taxpayer was not wanting to pay for it. We pay for these. Now we don't.
But at the same time, the fastest way for, I mean, if you look at innovation, though, private companies always innovate quicker. Like private money does better when it comes to pushing technology along because they have to answer to stockholders and all that other stuff, investors. So they have to make progress.
Let's pop that up, Jim.
Looking at my notifications so I can pop up some of our friends' videos here. You got the audio on, Matt?
No.
Okay. Oh, is this the jet suit? Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I love that. I would love to do that, actually. Look at how he's not stressing his arms. It doesn't look like it's hard on his arms at all.
No.
Plenty of palm trees for you to land in, Jim.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you left your mouse on there so we could keep seeing the red line.
Yeah, let's just see how far it is. See, watch this, mate. See, I'll just let you know how many minutes into it. There you go, folks. 47 seconds. I'll do an update in a minute. At the 55-second mark now, as you can see by the red line. 1 minute mark.
Is he going to fly over the crowd? That's a penalty.
30 meters, bitch. Look at that shit.
Well, you saw the whole thing with that guy in the jetpack that was flying over LAX like 6 or 8 months ago. Fucking a bunch of airline pilots were reporting a guy on a jetpack was flying over the fucking airport, and it happened 2 or 3 times within a few months.
You know what? You don't need
who it was.
You don't need a license to fly a paramotor either. So, what would you call this? That's what I'm saying. Don't you have to have the arm strength? It doesn't look like he flexed at all. Start that back in the beginning there, Matt. I don't see his arms flex at all. I'm not the only one asking that question. That's why they always look fake.
Here goes another flight. Here we go.
Yeah, it is all your weight on your arms.
Yeah, it's just pushing up, basically, isn't it?
That's gotta hurt.
Well, and be honest too, these guys don't usually fly for more than 5 minutes anyway at a time. So
I don't see his bicep or his tricep flexing at all.
Well,
you would see that, puffing out, and he doesn't look flexed at all. How would I get in such a good close shot to him a minute ago? Here.
That one. Oh, that's
Yeah.
on. That's one
He's probably got a 360 camera
Yeah, that'll be the one.
on a
Stick?
boom.
You
See
can
the
see it.
stick right there.
It's on his right-hand side hanging out. There it is there. See it?
Oh, I do see it. I do see it.
Mhm.
look at what Dan said.
I'd be the guy that kicks his leg into the exhaust.
Instant barbecue. Oh, yeah, Scott got there. Yeah, my luck would have burned my feet off. They're training bush paramedics with those suits to get hikers and stuff. Wow.
Just see Matt flying in on one of those to rescue you.
I'll be flying in my next live show, one of them. Imagine that. Into the seat. Welcome, everybody. Turn it off. Yeah, that'd be the game. That'd be an entrance, wouldn't it? Guy chasing a drone for some video.
Well, they've always said the biggest hurdle with jetpacks, though, is having a fuel that can, the fuel burns up too damn quick is the problem. They've never been able to come up with a fuel that could sustain more than like 5 minutes of flight.
See, thing is too, right? I mean, he's got that pack on his back. Man, I'll tell you what, if there's some sort of catastrophe with one of the valves or whatever,
right?
That'd incinerate you. You'd just you've got all that fuel on the back, It's just like those poor buggers, like World War II or something, that had the flamethrowers,
Oh,
and
this is off the ice rink. Sorry, man. Sorry, that's an instant 360 camera there. Man.
Oh, fucking bother. Fucking hell.
He's got no audio on this one, so don't tell me, play the audio.
Why can't you play the audio?
Thanks for listening.
Oh my
Just
god!
returning the favour, mate.
I'm gonna come over there and shut your XMP off on your RAM. It took me and Sean till 3:15 in the morning here to get that damn RAM working properly.
It's only because you don't listen.
No, the computer was, the BIOS were fighting me. Every time I turned on DOCP, it would shut it off.
Oh, that's why Sean rang me. He had a BIOS question. Right.
That's what it was, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Let me go to the professor.
Yeah, he goes, I just got to go get a drink, Jim. That's what happened. And then he put himself on mute and all that sort of shit. And he rang me. Matty, I've got a bit of a problem. And I said, what, you're with Jim, aren't you? There's your main problem.
We're trying to figure out how to reset the computer.
Yeah. How do you turn it on? I said, the button.
You mean there's a power button?
Yeah, what?
On RAM?
It's on at the wall.
Well, Jim, I got to split. Got to get ready for bed. Thanks for having me on. As always, great to see you, Justin. Matt, have a great day.
Yeah, man, you too, eh?
Watch out for the drop bears.
Yep, always on the lookout, mate.
Take care, everybody. Good night.
Mate.
I do get this, though. I think Chris on a forehead canine. That's some David Blaine trickery right there. I mean, if this dude's arms aren't even flexing and he's holding up himself at 200 pounds, right? And
Seriously,
then whatever
though,
the pressure of the power.
Right. Okay. If you suspend yourself, right, although it's not the same. If you've got two rails, you know, like they do in the fucking Olympics when they got those two rails and there's flippy flips on it.
Right.
It's extremely easy to hold your weight with your arms straight. And push yourself up and hold your weight there. It's not that hard. You know, it's only when you start giving it resistance where you start lowering yourself or widening your stretch is when all the shit starts to get stressful. This here, he's not going real wide. I'm still watching this video here.
That perfect landing?
I missed the landing. Yeah.
He stuck the landing, as it were.
He did. Look at that thing. I think he did a touch and go too on this. He did. I think.
Yeah, touched 10 times.
Well, like I said too, after a 5-minute flight, your arms are probably a little tired though too. Like I said, he's not flying for a half hour or nothing like that.
But the dude wasn't flexing at all. How does that happen?
Well,
I don't know.
These are the things I want to know.
Well, strap your ass in one and find out.
I wish they would let you.
A bunch of other videos besides picking apart that one, Jim.
Oh, I like that. I like that one.
Yeah. I'm looking.
He made that whole skating rink for us. Now I love when he goes between the trees in his front yard.
He did. Yeah, we watched that on my show. In building that. That was good.
Yeah.
On the good show.
Have you? Okay. This guy, you all know him, but he started his own channel. I'm not listening to you. No. Uncle Extra Medium. You know him as Jim Beauchart. Make sure that audio's on. Yeah, okay.
Uncle Extra Medium here again, and welcome back to my channel where I tell some jokes. They're pretty funny, well, they're kind of dirty. Sometimes they're really filthy, and I've been asked to put a disclaimer in, so here it is.
This program is rated PG and may contain mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
But why would you let a little kid watch a stupid clown telling dirty jokes?
Oh, wait.
I was at the gym the other day and asked this girl if she was into fitness. I said, how about you fitting this dick inside your mouth? What's the difference between a hockey player and a hippie chick? A hockey player will take a shower after 3 periods. Sad how my friend lost his job as a doctor for sleeping with a patient. He was a really great vet.
You got to cut the zingers if you're going to show women like that on there. I mean, come on.
Oh, dude.
That first one? Woo-hoo.
Yeah,
I think he goes on Brant Aerials, doesn't he? Gary,
I don't know, does he?
On here? Yeah, yeah.
She's watching your show. Let's go ahead and edit that part out there, Jen.
I want to see if anybody pop their videos into our chat. I see Rigor Mortis has got one. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's the one you just watched, the rocket one. Oh, no. I lied. It's a different one.
I don't like the fact that Matt muted and turned his mic camera off right after that.
He's got his mom there. Remember?
Oh.
Was this a test?
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Let me ask a question, right? Now, when we've got our height limits and all sorts of shit, and we have to do this and do that and register this and that. What about these hobbyists with their rockets? And because they send them past 400 fucking feet, mate.
Yes. I started off in Estes rockets, and I've never heard of any law.
How does that happen?
Well, I'm sure it depends on what size rocket you're shooting up. Because if it's like one of the little paper tube ones from Walmart that goes 1,000 feet,
yeah,
that's not really going to do anything to an airplane. It might scare the shit out of the pilot if it comes screaming by his window. But I mean, you're talking about a cardboard tube. Now, some of these guys have metal rockets that are that big around and 6-8 feet tall that can go 15,000. I'm sure they have to get some kind of clearance if you're going to shoot a rocket off that big.
Yeah, because you get those people too chuck those balloons up with their GoPros on them, and they reach the stratosphere until the balloon pops and then the camera falls. Yeah, there'd have to be some sort of...
Robert Glazier's Maverick 3
music
video.
Jim, the music about it.
Damn. We want to get this. Let's make sure it's in the best it can. Well, yeah, it's on a 1440 screen, so okay.
Oh yeah, Bob, we were talking about that earlier, mate. Yeah, cockhead. Okay, so this is the Mavic 3.
Yeah, this is the Maverick 3 from Robert Glazier.
Nice sky. It's a beautiful sky.
It looks good on my screen. It's darker on StreamYards. I can actually make out the ground here on the screen.
I'll ask him. I want to see what the auto settings are. Is this auto or manual? Because it'd be interesting to find. Although the sun isn't up, so obviously it's quite it's still a bit dark down there. But I just want to know whether it's auto or manual.
He says the audio's okay.
Really? Yeah, but we can't talk if we hear the audio.
Yeah,
no.
that's true. But I see a much more defined picture. Just so you know. That
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah, wouldn't doubt that.
it's on auto, Matt.
It's on auto, right? Okay. I'd be very interested. I have seen the camera in auto changing. I think Lon Denard put one up, and he had it in auto, and it was going from the bright to a dark, and it did do an extremely smooth transition with the exposure between going from the light into the dark. So it was a really nice transition. There wasn't anything jerky about it or anything. So I did do a good job with that.
Let me ask you a question.
If anybody,
go ahead, Justin.
Again.
I was going to say, if anybody has a link to that video of the football game, post it so we can look at that next. Because some people in the chat hadn't seen it.
And what I did see on Facebook was not the actual video; it was just a picture of it in the football field, not a video.
Yeah, right.
What I'm wondering. All right, so we're waiting for that sun to come up, right? Or it's a sunset. Okay.
Well, is it a sunset? Is it?
Yeah. San Pedro River sunset, Maverick.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Hey, Robert, are you going to get the that wide-angled lens I saw them advertising? That was not cheap. I think it was $178 or something.
Did you guys see Rodney crash his Phantom 4 during one of his live streams last week?
How did he do that? Was he at home?
He was doing one of his sunrise videos. He was only live for like a minute, and I think he hit a tree or something.
On the way up.
And he wrecked his Phantom 4.
We saw Dennis do that, but not.
Was he at home?
Yeah, wherever he does his sunrise.
Yeah,
videos,
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't have given you his address either.
It fucked up that gimbal bad though on that Phantom 4. Shut the hell up.
You got to be quick listening around here.
Bengal flight.
Organized confusion. Where's he been?
It's been a while, isn't it? He's in Canada. Is he there? Is he in the chat?
He posted another video today. This is on the Mini, the DJI Mini 2.
Yeah, he does all of his stuff with his Mini 2. He used to fly the Spark, and he flies around the city a lot. But the Mini 2 does a great job. Had to send it for repair. Good evening and good day, gentlemen. Brian, how are you, mate?
He did have to send it in. That'll be $350.
Mike put the link for that Bengals game in there too.
Ooh.
This is not bad for a Mini 2.
Oh, mate, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. As I said, I think last week or something like that, to pick the difference between cameras in normal lighting conditions.
Yeah.
You could just about fly anything,
So well, it's nice when it's free, you bitch.
That sharpness isn't there. What are you talking about?
Justin flies at night, so that's why he hits things.
God, that rink looks so small, the one they're on, doesn't it? Except in reality, it's probably a lot larger.
Mate, I was in a shopping centre on Hespeler Road. Not that it matters, anyway, in Cambridge, in Ontario. And I walked into the shopping centre to get some shit. Anyway, right in the middle of the shopping centre, undercover and all this sort of shit. It's a skating rink, right?
Really?
Yeah. They're playing ice hockey in the middle of the shopping mall.
Holy Christ, that would be so cool.
Yeah, and it's just it's a permanent structure, so it's there all the time.
That would
Unreal.
be so cool. Where are we?
On Mike's
Invite.
Mike's got a link there.
Okay. If any of you guys want to jump in with us, here's the link in the chat, and
Jim only does
Mike's
that when
link.
he's bored shitless with the people he's on here.
Because I haven't even seen this video either. I didn't hear about it till earlier.
All right, I got it. This is just I guess I'll show whoever did it because it's there.
Yeah, that's right. Rigor mortis. Yeah, unreal, isn't it? West Edmonton Mall has a rink. Oilers practice. There you go. Huh. What is this?
This is some idiot flew into the Cincinnati Bengals football game.
Here we go.
Fucking moron.
Oh,
Every
God
rule in the book is
damn it.
broken.
God damn it.
Yep.
I wouldn't have the balls to fly over people like that. You know, I would have an instant, no, I'm not doing that.
Look at this.
Oh, my God.
He's 30 feet up from the field. Oh, let me go lower. See that one guy looking at the drone?
Fucking moron.
Look at the guy at the bottom. Right there. In that sweatshirt. See this guy here?
Oh, yeah.
You see my cursor?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, now watch him. He's going after. He was going after the drone. This is just absolutely insane.
That's crazy shit.
How would you do this? Why would he came from over the top? So, okay, there's an open spot there. Saying, how is he maintaining signal inside a magnetic bowl?
I can
It's
almost
metal.
bet you he was probably fucking tailgating in the parking lot. I'd almost bet you he was flying out of the parking lot.
Tailgating?
Yeah, that's what we call having a party in the back.
Like in the parking lot before the game, people have parties out there.
That is just so. And you wonder why remote ID is on our ass and unmanned traffic management and blah, 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 blah.
Well, that's the thing is there's not that many incidents of this shit happen in the grand scheme of things, but one incident like that gets blown up.
Right.
And then,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Justin, that link you had put up earlier, is that something we already played?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That crazy one. Okay.
That was the one of the rockets coming down.
Yeah, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's. And let me ask you a question, going back to that RAM for a minute. Has anybody else had the similar situation where you couldn't put your RAM sticks in? You had to put them in individually, one at a time?
Always did, mate.
Okay.
You're
I
asking
always
the wrong
do that.
fucking person.
Well, why was Art making fun of me like this is, oh, no, and Steve said it too.
No, I always look. People just ram them in. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Right, but for them to work, 99.999% of the time, you chuck one stick in, boot it up, recognize it, and then you stick the other stick in, and then it'll pick that other stick up. And I have never had an issue doing it that way. The only issues I've ever had is just chucking RAM in and starting it up. Some tech talk there, Justin. You'll be right.
And ramming it up. That's tech talk, all right.
So how did you put your RAM in, Justin?
I just stuck it in there and booted my computer up. But see, it's a laptop, though. It's just, Sean said it's completely different from what you guys are doing.
The laptops, they're only taking two.
And I guess two 4 gig sticks ain't a lot for it anyway. So
I have 2 gigs. Thank you.
Let's bench test this thing during a live stream.
All right.
With 87 open links and Facebook.
CPU-Z. Oh, that's that link you gave. Well, it wasn't a link. It didn't actually work. The link you sent me, Jim.
Yeah. It's CPU ID when you're looking it up on the internet. And see, like here for reference, when it stops, I can pick up, if I want to go against, see how this thing's playing out against the Intel i9 12900K. There's the difference. That's their brand new 16 core 24 thread. Let's try it again. Let's bench it again against that.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we got a bunch of crap running. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 windows open. In case you don't believe me, oh shit, you can see them at the top. All you got to do is see all the open windows I got up there.
I see Google, Pornhub, Google, YouTube.
Hookers in my area. Where are we?
Oh, and you got to make sure that this says 1T and not 2T when you turn on your XMP and DOCP.
Yeah, titties are bad, mate. I hate titties.
Well, 2T is actually slower.
Stupid, I swear to God.
The dumbass. And according to, you got to have that Samsung B die. It's actually called B-DIE. That is the most reliable. Crucial apparently doesn't have that, blah, blah, blah.
Let's have a look here.
I was looking up something.
16 watching, 15
This
watching.
was the original.
14 watching.
There you go,
12
Matt.
watching. 8 watching. 1 watching. Sorry.
Look at the members of the Drone Advisory Committee. There's 2 companies, Parrot, who left, and DJI, that are actually drone companies. Look at it. Best Buy, Amazon Retail, Amazon Prime. This is who's on our drone committee, Matt.
You got no hope. Got no hope.
No.
No hope. 3D robotics, that was there. Academy of Waddle Aeronautics. Aerospace.
Yeah, but 3D Robotics, they're the guys who made the solo drone. So they're gone. They're not even in the picture. AMA, this guy hasn't done a damn thing for us. If you think he has, somebody point out what is a CBO. Which places have the FAA identified as we're allowed to fly in? It's insane.
Did you get that, Justin? Bring it up, did you? Did you swallow it again after?
What was it in the first place? What did you have for lunch?
Pretty touchy, those microphones, aren't they?
Yeah. 3600 is apparently the sweet spot as far as RAM. But what I was looking up, Matt, is the reason why it picks up the 2133 is that JEDEC.
Question that can't be answered.
JEDEC for RAM.
Pop it up on the screen so we can all see the results.
No. We'll just leave it here so you don't.
We're all fanging to see it. Pop it up.
Friggin' idiot. It's actually the joint electron Device Engineering Council. Oh my God.
I should write that down.
What does JEDEC for RAM mean? Its specification. That's why the RAM keeps coming up as 2133.
Oh. Jim won't watch the replay.
No, I'm not watching it because you guys are idiots.
That's what the Aussie prick reckons. Yeah.
But when you're sitting there learning how to overclock, don't ask me because I'm not telling you.
I don't want to overclock, mate. I want my system to last longer than 2 weeks.
Hey, Bill. What's Pete's? Oh, he's just saying hi to Bob.
I don't know what you call roll elections into a joint. What? What?
Electrons
Oh,
into a
electrons.
joint.
Get new glasses.
Because they're the joint. What's the name of them again, Matt?
Cheech and Chong.
The Joint Electron Device Engineering Council.
Yeah.
There'll be a test later, dude. They're the ones. That's why your RAM comes up. Oh my God, you freaking idiot! It's just useless as tits on a bull. These
That's
are the ones. What?
That'd be a transgender ball, wouldn't it? Tits on a ball.
Transgender bull. This is why you're seeing the JEDEC under these. That's what the JEDEC is for. This is the suggested. This is the first thing the RAM sees, the CPU sees. The host has unmuted your mic. You friggin' idiot. Justin, I forgot I left him as a co-host.
Told you it was a bad idea, Jim. Didn't I?
You were right.
There's no way. There's no way I would do that on my show.
I can't make this bigger, damn it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the first time you've said that.
But the XMP is the 3600 RAM, but that's the one you're going for. So what is DOCP, Matt?
I don't know. I'm just wondering if that's much of an issue throughout your life. Can't make it bigger. Can you get that? Can you get that up?
Can't make it bigger. What the hell are you talking about?
Don't say it again, mate. It's not a very flattering. Yeah.
Not over the head.
That was another reason why it wouldn't get bigger. Thought it'd be. It's getting to that time of day, Jim.
But you have to check the QVL list for the RAM to make sure it goes with the motherboard. It's direct overclocking is what it is.
Right on it directly.
No. Do you see under memory where it's saying 2133?
That's what I just said.
Brother Tomas.
Freaking idiots I'm surrounded by.
Well, see you, Thomas. Hey, thanks for popping in, man. God, I got to bring you, mate. We got to look. Tell you what, the best thing you can do, Thomas, is send me a message when you're available to because I can't keep track of your bloody times. I don't know where you are.
I know.
Give us a call, mate. Well, send me a message or whatever, man, and we'll have a chat, mate. I haven't talked to you for a while.
It's like 6 a.m, doesn't it?
I don't know. Maybe like 8 hours behind me, 8 or 10 hours behind. I don't know.
Brian, did you have any problems when you did the RAM on yours getting that? Because I think you're doing Intel, right? So did you use the XMP?
3 subscribers.
This is the BIOS that I kept turning on, Matt. And every time I did the save and change, it would come up with a F1 screen, which they don't show here. But it basically says you have to restart. It's booting in safe mode. And see where it says the G-Skill RAM DRAM status right there at 2133? I couldn't get it out of there to show the 3600. It took forever.
That's because you only bought 2133s.
Yeah, no. That's because of the JEDEC. That's the first number that the computer sees when it boots. When you XMP or direct DOCP, direct overclock profile, that's when you are telling it that it should be booting up at 3600. If that's your RAM megahertz. A lot of people buy 3200. But I bought the 36 because I'm not changing it. This is a one-time deal.
I told you all this in the last message I sent you, Matt.
It was in dot points. Jim's at it again. Lol. That was about it.
How long will it take him this time?
Do you know what, rigor mortis? I was just about to say that he's mentioned about 5,000 acronyms so far in the space of 1 minute.
What does DOCP stand for then? DOCP.
Dig on cop.
Direct overclocking program. How tough is that?
Yeah.
Oy vey.
It's not tough at all, mate. Smoking's tough.
There it is. And every time I had turned this on, it was not recognizing it. No matter what this idiot says here to do. Every time I hit save and reset, when I restarted the computer, it kept coming up.
IDK, Jim, but are you down with the OPP? Well,
are you down with JEDC?
Yeah.
You don't remember that song, do you?
No, it was a song full of acronyms.
Who's down with OPP? JEDEC is much better than a bent deck. Thanks for the help, Brian. Thanks for the backup there, brother.
All right, Jim, I got to jump off. I got to get up early for work. So
I'm moving on to oh, no.
I'm going to leave you here alone with Matt.
He's actually playing the song.
Oh, that's the song, right? Okay, just ignore Justin what he just said to you, mate, and keep going.
I did.
I noticed
because he probably muted my mic.
That'll teach you, really.
All right, so I got that remote. I don't know what you're at. Rigor mortis, I got to show us. I don't know, but are you down with OPP?
Didn't I say that about 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, you did. I was listening to you. I thought the CPU was limited to 3200. No, I put the 3600 in it. The 4 spots, but you know what I should have done? I went with the GT, the Trident Z, GT ZR, and the Royal, and I should have went with the 32 gigabyte sticks. I could have gone up to 128. But Matt, okay, Matt, let me show you this then. Where is it?
Wait. This will change my mind. This will change my mind completely, I'm guessing.
No, I want to see if it'll even show it. Okay, I'm going to hit Davinci and see if it pops up on the screen.
Put your hands in the air and say, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is popping up. Holy Christ, that's incredible. But the point being, look what it does in the
point being,
preferences.
Can see how much that good use you've put to that Davinci manual, mate. In your projects, there's absolutely nothing.
Look at the RAM.
Yeah, it's the same as mine.
Now it gives me 47.9 and 36 for Fusion.
Yeah, that's what I had, remember?
I didn't. When I had the 32 gigabytes in, it was only coming up at 16.
That's right, because it takes half your RAM. Mine came up at 30.
Why does it take half your RAM?
Oh, well, because that's the way it does it. You had 32 gig of RAM. It was only showing 16. 16 was allocated to Fusion. I had 64 gigs of RAM, and I had just over half allocated like this to mine. So it takes half of what your RAM is.
I don't know why it would. It's no different than using an AI program like Blender or Skylum. One of those Skylum programs that Ron was using.
Have you tried Grinder, Jim?
Blender.
Because Grinder takes a bit more RAM than that.
Blender is a 3D program, Matt.
Jesus Christ.
Grinder. Isn't that a porn site?
It's for men who like to share their love of sandwiches.
Their love of sandwiches. You sick bastard.
Hey, you want to see my imitation of Matt? That's enough out of you.
Yep. You'll be co-host for how much longer, Matt?
Oh, dear. You're going to regret ever doing that. See you, mate. Take care. Bloody hell. Oh,
Is that what you're calling it
that's
now?
unbelievable.
Sandwiches.
That's what they're calling it now, sandwiches. Yeah, well, is it really? They're always coming up with new shit all the time, aren't they? It's this one week and next to the other. Look.
I don't know what the hell the joint electron engineering friggin' communities have to do with anything.
That's why you shouldn't talk about them.
Going back to my tweaking.
Oh, don't do that live either, mate.
Let me ask you something. Do you? I know you have a newer board, so I want to know. In here, you can increase that. Do you have this open USB-C slot too?
Yes.
Have you tried using it for anything? Like sticking
No, I
a
haven't.
USB-C cord in there?
No, I haven't.
Wonder if we can get away with that. Because the only other thing that I see, and this is why I wanted to put this, to put the damn, let me just pull this up. We do it this way. To put extra drives in, right? Like SATA drives. This is the front. I'm going to get to the back. This is the front, the actual front with the front cover taken off. So I could probably put two fans here, but on the bottom is what I'm talking about. It's got a 1,000 watt power supply. See, now you're looking at the inside of the front with the cover on. I want to know, when I get to these back photos, I want to know where you're putting this extra here. Okay, on the right is the power supply. On the left has these things that look like trays. Okay, which is pretty much what I was just showing you. Is this where you're putting your SSDs in? On this left side there?
Down the bottom.
No, honestly, do you know?
I wouldn't have a clue.
I do not
mate.
know. I do not know. Because the board has 6 ports for 6 gigabyte per second SATA ports. So you can actually add 6 more drives. But
There you go. They are. They're data. They're drive trays.
that's what I was thinking.
Well, they are.
You see right there how clear that is?
Yeah. Drive trays. That's what rigor mortis just put down there, mate.
All right, thank you, bro. But these fans that you're looking at here are sucking in, and they're actually on that right side. It's like it's fighting itself with air. There's certainly not enough. If I was to actually, okay, so that comes. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Mine's got all these tunnels and stuff that runs through everything, so it actually speeds the air up as it goes through. Some sort of U-Butte shit that they got in these things. I mean, I've never had a problem with overheating. Still does a pretty good job or whatever. Has anyone flown the V-copter? Who did I show on my show that was flying the V-copter? Who was that? Bloke up in Canada.
Yeah, one of our guys here has the V-copter.
Yeah. What was his bloody name?
Is it Robert Glazier? No, he's
no. He's in Arizona. I think Arizona, somewhere in there. No, up in Canada, mate. And we put it on the show of him flying the. I mean, he looked all right, did a good job and all that. And when it started up, the motors, you know, weird ass thing it is.
Yeah,
but
they move.
But for the $1,100, the $1,100, it's pricey. It's pricey. You certainly wouldn't be buying it for the camera quality. I mean, but as you say, as I said earlier, you know, anything during the light these days, you're not really going to get a bad camera.
Okay, they are drivetrains.
Yeah, no, that's right, Rob. It's not you, mate. He's got the 2. He's got the 3 now, and he's got the. I think you got the Nat. Oh shit! Did you get the Nano, Robert, as well? You did, didn't you?
Somebody, was it unlimited? Who got the damn? We played it last week, didn't we, Matt?
We did. We did.
That had the V-copter.
Yeah. I think we played it on my show. I think.
Rigor mortis. You see these Sata cable connectors here?
Interesting, but not for that much.
So I just snaked them through this hole and into those back 2 trays, right?
Nano Plus. That's right, Rob. Yeah.
Oh, did you see how small that was? That Nano
what?
Plus?
Yeah, tiny little thing. Yeah. Rob's got some nice areas to fly with when you're looking at contrasting. It depends what time of day you're going to be flying. But you get a lot of shadows and light going through those, you know, mountains and shit that he's got. And it gives a real good indication of, number one, where the white balance is going to sit on that camera, because you'll find that some cameras who don't, especially in auto, that you'll find some cameras, if you put them on auto and you have that light and shade and light and shade in your picture, that the shadows actually go purple, right? Because the white balance isn't setting properly. It's setting the white balance to the brightest area of that screen. So it stuffs your shadows up and they look purple. And I did actually notice on the Nano Plus that it didn't look too bad for that. So, you know, that's a plus in its favor.
This has got to go. This is a PCI 3, 1 terabyte. Well, do I care? It's the operating system drive. So do I care? It's a mid-tower case. They don't have a name on it. I don't know what it is. But I've got to be able to put up coolers on that top screen. Okay, those are the trays you just told me. And you told me I could wire it through there with the 6 gigabyte ports. I have to move those 2 fans to the front. And then I want to get rid of this single all-in-one coming from the CPU. And keep 1 fan there as an exhaust fan. And then use the top as a, this top, that's just a magnetic screen that actually comes off. So I want to put a radiator there with the 3 240s on it, if I can have the room. See, that's the original setup with that red T-Force RAM. That's the AIO. And that's not going to handle cooling off that thing. Plus, I don't have anything. The power supply fan is sucking in air. They've got it reversed. And then the Gigabyte RTX 3080 is actually pumping out. So it's like a friggin' mess. With the air pressure, I mean. And I learned all about the fans, Matt. These are wind force static pressure fans.
I wouldn't doubt you did that.
But you see, look at the bottom of the Gigabyte, right? That's pushing down. The power supply is actually pushing up. And then these two fans on the right-hand side are not spinning fast enough to beat the pressure. And there's only one exhaust fan through the radiator for the all-in-one. So there's like no cooling going on here.
Well, yeah. Now, what's wrong with that setup?
It's not actually getting rid of any heat. It's the gaming overclocked. These are just the RAM. When I bought it, I took, so I had the numbers. The 36, they're all 16 gigabytes. Trident Z RGB. I want to show you. Oh, this is their Ryzen Master, they call it.
Yeah.
There's no use. You don't want to see that. These are the fans on the inside that are actually drawing air in, and there's not enough there because if you got the CPU heating up the thing, blowing air inside it, heating it, you got the power supply blowing its hot air into the thing, and I only have that tiny all-in-one exhaust on the other side. Where the hell is it? Oh, this is that second monitor. I bought this thing, Gigabyte 27 1440, but it does 10-bit. It was only like
it does?
Yeah, it friggin' does 10-bit. See, that fan on the left is the only fan blowing out, exhaust-wise. And then this is the
master beta.
1,000-watt power supply, gold 80 plus. I don't know what the hell that means, but it's got that. What I wanted to show. It's not what I wanted to show. Let me go back over here. Where? All right, so rigor mortis answered my questions. They were supposed to send me 2 SATA cables with it, but they didn't. In the package, there is actually an RGB addressable cable in there. Oh, good, more lights, but no SATA 2 cables. 2 6 gigabyte per second SATA cables. This is the original RAM it came with, which actually isn't shit, but I wanted to get away from it.
Brian, how are you, mate?
Hey, Matt. Hey, Jim, on the cooling on that box.
Yeah, man.
They did not put a water cooler at the top for venting.
You see how cheap it is? Look.
No. All I'm saying, that's don't. It's like I heard you going through the list of all that stuff. That's the main thing, man. Don't worry about it. And your power supply is blowing out, or at least it should be.
No, it's blowing in.
No.
I got it reversed.
Should be able to.
Come on. Where's that?
Should be able to fix that in the BIOS.
Okay.
So that power supply needs to be blowing out, not in. Because the inside of the box is going to get hot.
This is the only exhaust fan in the whole system. Is this all-in-one there on the CPU?
Did you edit that in DaVinci, mate, and mask off and put another image in? Have a look at that. It looks like you've imposed that image in there. It does. If you go back that picture, it looks like you've imposed that your face in the middle of that bloody, not that one, gone.
No, see where it's saying 2133? I could never get it to change to read the 30. Even though the XMP was showing it.
Okay.
That's right. I've never seen a power supply suck in. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Me neither. What's the wattage on that power supply?
1,000 watts.
Ooh.
So are you sure that's are you sure that's sucking in?
It's a Apiva 1,000 watt gold 80 plus, whatever that means. I don't know
Jim,
what that
you
means.
put your hand at the back of that power supply, and you should feel air blowing out.
Well, they have the metal case over it, so
Yeah,
I don't actually feel
there's
it.
a grid over the fan, but it still should be blowing out.
It's at the very bottom of the case.
Yeah.
But here's my question to you. You see the Gigabyte card, right?
Yeah.
So that's basically throwing 3 fans of hot air into the thing.
Yeah, and
If
that's
the PSU is drawing in cold air from the bottom.
That's where the top CPU cooler, I mean, not the CPU, the top water cooler is going to handle the GPU card and your CPU's heat, allegedly.
That's the thing. The allegedly is, I keep watching that Jay-Z's 2 Cents and all these other guys with water coolers, or even improving the fans, because in the reviews of this computer, they say it gets hotter than hell. So you got to change the fan system.
I don't know about that. It's going to get hot. I'll be honest with you, Jim. Mine upstairs in the summertime, dude, it's sitting right next to my desk. Even with the air conditioner running, I start sweating, and I got fans on me. You know, I think mine puts out some heat, and it's not a Ryzen. But I remember Dobo complaining he burned through 2 CPUs before he found stability in one of them finally.
Shit.
And they were those Ryzens that you're talking about.
I think this has been the difference between the Intel and AMD is because the Intel will start shutting shit down so it doesn't overheat.
Yeah.
That's my understanding. And the AMD doesn't. It just keeps going until it goes bang.
I've got it. I put Afterburner. Rigor Mortis, help me out here, bro. I put Afterburner on. You cannot see this. It's so small, and I can't make it bigger. I've got it at 83%. This thing can go up to 95C, Matt.
95 centigrade?
Yeah, 95C.
Hot 95 cent. Wait a minute. I can't do the math on my phone.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, 32 degrees centigrade is like 90 something degrees.
Bro, 32 degrees centigrade is 0.
We're talking like 250 degrees?
Yeah.
You can boil some eggs in there, man.
See, the temperature limit. I've got it set at 83 with Afterburner.
You can change that. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, I lowered it. I lowered it to 83. What's he telling me? The 5000 will do that, but it has a higher temp. Yeah, the Ryzen 9 5900. This is the 5900X.
Rigor Mortis corrected me. 100 centigrade is water boiling point, but shit, 95 is not far from it.
Damn right. That's what. 100 Celsius is 212. Okay.
And water boils at what? 210?
At 95C, it would shut down. Okay. That's what Sean said. And he's the one who did all this with me. He's got the memory overclocked at 600%.
Ooh, I'd back that off a little bit. That's just me.
The core clock is 170% overclocked.
See now, I'm not familiar enough with Ryzen, so I can't say, but Intel recommends no more than 10%. I've seen them overclock to like 20, maybe 22%. So that's a lot of overclock, and that's going to generate a shit ton of heat. You know, Jim, there are that computer though should have programs built into it. You got to tweak them, but you don't have to run that kind of cooling or heat all the time depending on what app you're running. You know, for your video apps, yeah, you're going to need all the cooling and all the speed you're going to get. But if you're just doing mundane stuff, you don't need to have all that stuff going like that. I know I've got mine throttled in just about the right way because if I fire up Microsoft Flight Sim or start editing with Davinci, man, that thing is just howling. Even the fans, not the CPU, but even mine is just howling nowadays. You know, when I hit those high end apps, and but for just cruising on the internet, man, you shouldn't hear a peep out of that thing. Or temperature wise, it should still be around 40 degrees Celsius.
It's the Gigabyte Gaming Overclocked 10D, which is supposed to be like the Trio.
That's a good card, man. That's a great card.
I wasn't going any different, Brian. They're now putting out, I don't know if you saw last week, they're coming out with TIs and a 3090 Ti and a 3050.
Yeah.
It's freaking bullshit. It's it is the Ryzen 9 5900X.
Every year they're gonna up the game. You know, that's why about every 3 years I change out the guts of my computer.
This is old already because they're coming out. They already came out with the X690 board, and DDR5 is already out. Just try and get a hold of it, right?
Yeah. Good luck with that right now.
Right. And don't forget, this is a friggin' pre-built for 26. It was 2,800 out the door, taxes included.
That was
So 2678 or something. I don't know.
I'm telling you, you can't go wrong at that price for what you got. And there's another good thing too. You got it from Best Buy, so it's under warranty. So when it comes to any kind of heating issues, they're going to show themselves up right away, and it's under warranty. So don't worry about it, man.
This was my problem. I couldn't get the damn RAM, even though the DOCP is on. The XMP is on. I couldn't get the damn RAM to register more than 2133, which is the initial JEDEC.
That's what it's spec for?
No, it's spec for 3600. And Sean and I, Edge FPV, finally got it to accept it. It wouldn't accept the DOCP, direct overclock profile. No, it's like it wouldn't stick. What? Tim's showing the rain.
Yeah, look at that. She's pissing down up there.
Hello, guys. How are you?
All right.
Hey, Tim.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Just in case you wanted to try and buy one.
And I charged my batteries this morning. Ain't that a bitch?
Oh, dude.
Yep. I might do a night flight. Hopefully it calms down.
That's the
everything is out of stock.
That's the Gigabyte numbers right there. The Rev 2 means that it's got the low hash rate, which doesn't let you do that bit mining or reduces it to 75% or whatever the hell that is.
You got a 3080, right?
Yeah.
Shit, man, you can mine the hell out of it with the.
Well, they got the LHR on it.
It wouldn't matter. I don't think it would.
Hey, Rick Mortis, that's what he's trying to do, though, is run crazy professional rendering software. Davinci will chew up your CPU and your GPU without even really trying.
That's it. I want to run the Blender and Fusion. And I heard first of all, Fusion needs 32 gigabytes of RAM minimum.
Wow.
To run itself. So this was a Best Buy off-the-shelf pre-built that is no longer available. It's out of stock.
If you ever do have any problems with it, that's going to be an issue too. Now, say your CPU does burn up, and you bring it into them. Well, yeah, we're waiting on that part. It might be coming in 3 or 4 months. That's going to suck.
What's your CPU, Jim?
I'll show you again. I'll show you the numbers. It's the Gigabyte gaming OC-10 GD.
Yeah,
It's
Uncle
the-
Bill's was just asking, that's all.
And the Rev 2 means it has the low hash rate software. Rev 1 does not. It is not overclocked, although he doesn't have the cooler to actually overclock it.
Yeah.
Which I don't. So the Bitcoin would be actually. I think they say that software reduces your capability to do that Bitcoin mining by 75% or something. I don't know. I've never even thought of doing such a thing.
I think I've got Blender.
Blender 3.0 just came out.
Blender. Let's have a little look here.
My PCI slots go from that 16 is really an 8, and the bottom one is a 4. And I didn't put in the second SSD yet, Brian. You got to put the 980, Samsung 980 in there.
Can you hear me good?
It's heavy raining.
What's in there right now?
That's pissing down, mate. Wow.
What was this? Zen timings?
Because if I remember right, that thing did come with a one of the M2s, right?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. What, Brian?
That didn't that thing come with a solid state hard drive?
It came with this piece of junk SSD, which is an SS 550 from Western Digital, but it's a PCIe 3.
You're going to run through that pretty quick. I got a 1 terabyte in mine, and I'm about 100 gigs from maxing it out already. I got to figure out a solution for that.
I've got a couple of drives attached. It won't let me. Why can't I pull up my? See if I can do this over here. No.
Matt, are you getting this down there?
No,
share it for a second.
No, do say I will though, at some point.
Yeah.
2, 1. I'm gonna get out of that.
This PC. Oh, see, now it's not one showing one of my drives already.
Yeah, I would love to get the 3080 GPU, but I need a better board. I only have a 450.
See you, Bob.
One of my drives
Bob,
is
take
not
care.
showing up.
This is how I get to watch y'all.
So I've got
Oh, there
1,
you
2,
go.
3,
There you
4.
go.
I got 5 drives on there.
How you doing, Brian? Long time.
What's up, Tim? I mean,
Tim.
Jim.
Tim. Yeah.
Same thing.
Starts with the T.
Only different.
Oh, look at that rain. Hey, do you get bananas off that, mate?
Yeah, I just saw them last weekend. They're hanging up.
Sweet. Are they the big ones or the lady fingers or what are they?
Lady fingers.
Nice, sweet banana, beautiful.
Do you guys
they're
get plantains?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we
We
get
got
plantains. Too, mate. Yeah.
We got lemons down there. We got coffee beans in the back road, back down. I don't know if you can see them.
Yeah, sweet.
What are the other ones? Finger lines?
Yeah, I got them too. I got 3 different types here. Finger lines.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they?
I tell you what, Matt, if you want to check out a piece of software, there's something called Specy, SPEECY. I mean, it'll tell you everything in God's green earth about your computer.
Holy shit.
Everything. Let me see.
Why does it do that?
I hate this laptop.
What are
Is
you
that the
doing?
program, Jim?
No, you're right, mate.
This is the motherboard.
Some
What motherboard is that?
The X570 Pro.
570. I wish. How much is that?
274, I think. 275.
Mine cost me over $500 for a 450.
I remember you did get a good motherboard for $50.
Prices have gone insane on absolutely everything.
Yeah, I want a new motherboard. That's what I want.
I wanted it for the card slots, the PCIe slots, because the Gigabyte takes up 3 slots.
Yeah,
it's covering up those 2.
Oh, okay.
K9. Yeah, I'm just checking for updates, brother.
Fired up the flights.
Did you buy any controller for that, Matt?
I've had this controller for a long time.
Oh,
This
that's
one,
right. You showed us that one. Is that the HOAS? Is that HOAS?
No, it's Logitech.
Oh, it is Logitech.
Yeah.
That looks like mine.
Looks like what?
I've got the same one, I think. Has it got the throttle on the back, like with a thumb wheel?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, it's the 3D.
Yeah, I love that thing, man. I've had it now for a long time.
Yeah, it doesn't seem. What is it? Extreme 3D Pro. That's what it is.
That's it. Yeah, I've got the same one.
Yeah, a lot of people have. You know,
it's actually lasted because those things are kind of like mouse or hand mouses for computers. They break after a year or 2. I've had this one now for about 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. I don't stuff about with it. You know, I get especially when I'm flying fighter jets and stuff like that. This thing's being thrown around quite a bit. It does a really good job. I don't mind it at all.
See, Sean, I've been looking at that Infinity fabric overclocking that you were talking about.
Ooh.
And I can't wait to get a new motherboard. And I want a bigger power supply too.
Yeah, there you go. 12 years old. Unbelievable.
Okay, Tim's in Maui. Anybody that travels better have a drone is all I have to say.
Anyone that what?
Anybody who travels should have a drone with them, I hope.
Heck yeah.
Well, now I've got that little mini.
No, I don't mean you, Tim. There's another Tim in the chat.
Yeah, 4K now.
Yeah, now that I have that mini, you're flying around. Look, I still can't work out why Ari gave me that. That's blown me away. Really has.
Well, that was nice of him. He gave it to you.
Yeah.
Very nice.
He gave you the drone.
Yeah. He
That
gave
is
me.
Sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah. He gave me his mini too. Because he ordered another.
He was too lazy to come over and pick it up.
Yeah, he was here. He came over here to get the extra batteries and stuff which he wanted. So he left me with a battery and the controller, basically. So all I've got to do now is look on Marketplace or something like that for someone who's crashed their bloody mini, which won't be too far away, and someone will be selling their Fly More kit. And I'll just pick everything up, Unreal. Bloody
he
hell.
gave me a multi-charger for the Mavic 2 Zoom battery for my birthday.
Mavic 2 Zoom.
Yeah,
the multi-charger.
Oh,
that's right, because he actually went up there for your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
That was
a hell of a guitar player. Hell of a guitar player.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is there a difference? This is the 1 terabyte, the Samsung 980 Pro. It's $170, but I saw it at Best Buy. It was cheaper.
Can y'all hear me okay?
You got 2 terabyte now?
Oh, this one's Gen 3. That's why.
Man, I might have to get that thing.
Can y'all hear me okay? Because I got these headphones in. I don't know how they work.
Yeah, you're a little bit muffled, but we can hear you.
All right.
But that's a Gen 3, Brian. You want the Gen 4.
Hey,
see?
I need more space on my C drive, and that M2 is my C drive, man. I don't give a crap. As long as the damn thing runs. I run most of my apps off of other hard drives anyway. But for purposes of working with certain, like Flight Sim and Davinci, I'm going to run them on that M2 because it is faster.
Is there a Pro Plus on this?
I have no idea. I don't start looking at this stuff until like about a year out when I'm looking to upgrade. And sometimes I wait even longer because, like I said, prices change. They're changing so much now and so fast.
Yeah, and it going up.
Everything goes up, but it's just a matter of being able to budget for it at that time. So that's all I'm saying.
Right. The Gen 4 is all I was worried
what
about.
Tim wrote. The rain was making me have to pee. Well, hopefully I'm using the mic out of the headphone.
No, there's no Pro Plus. Okay. Because they had that on the 970, right? They had the Pro Plus.
What's the time? Hey, fellas, I'm going to have to nick off, mate. It's 1:30 here. I've got a few things to do that I have to do today. Going to my mate's birthday tonight, so
it's 1:30. It's 2:30, isn't it?
1:30.
Whose birthday?
2:30.
One of my mates' birthday. It's 1:30, Tim.
Why the hell does my laptop say 2:30?
I have no idea, mate.
Calm down, don't yell at me.
Yeah, 1:36.
How far is Tim from you? Why is it raining there and not by you?
Grumpy bastard. Oh, he's about 2 hours from me, Jim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's down south.
That's pissing down. Jeez.
It's still hard for me to wrap my head around that it's summer there.
Yeah. And winter here.
Mate. Yeah.
Brian, what did you get today for temperature?
It was warm, man. I got up to like 75. It's going to 80 tomorrow.
Really?
But then the day after that, it's going to go down to 28.
It's sunny out there. What the heck?
We're down.
It
says 45 right now.
Man, bring it up here.
Bill Royan was in there saying it hit 51 earlier. He was shutting the windows.
Crap. Nice and sunny.
We went down to 39 last night. It's 46 here now.
Aussie.
You having a barbecue tonight, Matt?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, good. I'm having a smoke up.
What are you smoking?
Yeah.
Ribs, American ribs, pork.
Yeah, nice.
What, there's different ribs?
Yeah, beef ribs, pork ribs, lamb ribs.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine lamb.
Oh, lamb's nice, roasted up, rosemary on top, bit of mint sauce on it. Beautiful, mate.
You see, if you got to throw mint on your meat, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
It enhances. It enhances. Not a lot. It's just another flavor. It's like putting a rub on meat, mate. You know,
I
it's
don't
just
play with my food, man.
You don't put a rub. You don't put a rub on your ribs if you're going to smoke them.
Nothing sexual with my food going on.
Yeah, rub it in nice.
When do you take off the membrane?
Nice and slow.
Matt, when do you? Do you keep the membrane on, Matt, or when do you?
No,
take that off?
I take that off, mate. Take it off.
Yeah, I take that off after I boil them. I boil them for about 30 minutes.
I don't boil mine at all.
Try it.
It's 0 in
Beautiful.
Michigan.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Doesn't
Sorry,
that
Mike.
render some fat off? Doesn't that render the fat off?
No. Nope. Beautiful. I boil them for 30 minutes, then take the membrane off, and I put a rub on, put it in the fridge overnight. Beautiful. Then you rub it. Yeah,
I don't
And then
see
you
one,
smoke 'em.
Sean, by the way.
yeah, then I smoke them the next day. Yep.
Okay, so the ribs are actually cooked.
They're boiled for 30 minutes. Yeah. just
Yeah,
to
so
get
they're
that
cooked. They're
pretty much.
cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So you
boils
smoke
them.
them for how long?
Oh, I'll smoke them for about 2-3 hours at about 150, hopefully, if I can keep that temp.
Hey, Brian,
Yeah.
I got a side smoker.
what did you use for the do you have an air cooling or that all-in-one water cooled thing like I got?
It's water cooled. I mean, it's always a combination of both. The water cooler sits at the top. It's going to vent all the hot air out.
See you,
Thanks,
Matt.
But at the same time, you
Take
still
care.
got all that hot air floating around inside the box until it gets that done. My board, you know, because I watch the temperature every now and again, especially when I'm playing flight sim.
Yeah.
My board has gotten up to 60 degrees, 63 centigrade. So that's the hottest I've ever had a PC run. And I was getting nervous as hell, man, because I could hear that water cooler in there just humming away, and I'm just going, man, I hope this thing doesn't blow a gasket, because it's not like I got a warranty here.
No, it says something like 95. I remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you were saying 95, I'm thinking, yeah, okay, I guess it could. But man, that's hot. That's got to be, you know, if 100 degrees is 212 or 100 centigrade is 212, 95 is pushing it. It's got to be 200, 195 or something.
Well, I see these guys putting friggin' water blocks on their GPUs.
You can do that, and the problem you're getting yourself into now is you're introducing humidity into the thing, and that's not a good thing.
I'm not.
Because you're going to get condensation too.
See,
I'm just worried about what you were talking about. The single.
Yeah. You know,
the only thing that's water cooled is my GPU. I don't have anything else water cooled.
But do you have 2 fans and a radiator, or just a single?
I got 6 fans altogether. I'm getting 3 more for the top.
You see, Brian, this is a picture showing my top.
Yeah.
With the screen on it, that is just a magnetic screen. It comes right off.
Yeah, I got one of those.
A real water cooler there.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because the real water cooler is going to go right up against the top.
That is.
It's got all the holes and brackets for it.
Yeah, it's got everything there. I'm not seeing a water cooler though.
No.
The thing, you can add that. They're really not hard to put on. I thought, see, that was another thing. When I did this last rebuild, I looked at the specs and said, God damn, I got to go water cooled. There's just no getting around it.
This is their radiator AIO.
Yeah, it's a radiator, and I see the tubing for it.
Right.
But the way it's not the most efficient way to use a water cooler.
Is it really hard to put them on, Brian, or pretty easy?
No, they're not hard at all. That's what I was getting at. Is I was kind of intimidated by it because, you know, the thing about it is I had friends who ruined their systems, but this is years ago. When I did it, it was like, oh, that's all there is to it. You know, it's just a couple of hookups to the motherboard, screws on the top, you're done.
Okay.
And the cabling. You better watch your cabling, because you know, keep the cabling to the side. Don't let it get, you know, bunched up in the middle where it's going to ruin the airflow. Because there is some cabling to it.
If I had this up on top and just had this left all-in-one, take that out and just make that one fan for exhaust, right? Then I got the radiator up top.
But the water cooler I put in has 2 fans, but you can't even tell because they're inside of a case.
They're in a case?
Yeah, the whole water cooler is enclosed.
What did you get? Do you remember? Did you get that IQ?
I think so. I'd have to look at the box and the specs. It's been 2 years now.
Yeah.
That tower looks like mine. That's how the top of mine. It's got a magnetic sheath that you can take off.
Yes.
I'm seeing, you know, what those fans don't look like they're really doing anything there, sitting there like that.
That's what I'm talking about. There's not a whole lot of air coming in from them.
No, it's not pushing air out. You wanted to put it out.
No, it's sucking air in. These fans are sucking air in.
No, that's
Believe
not
it
right.
or not. When I put my hand inside the case, because we had the front cover off last night, the air is blowing in.
Where's the out?
Well, hell,
the all-in-one is the exhaust fan. This thing here.
If you can crank that thing up a little bit warmer, Jim, you got yourself an air fryer, man. I mean, you got to think about it. It might not be a bad deal there. Get you a steak and some bacon.
It's not enough to keep this thing cool.
See, that's what I'm going to do to mine. Have the 3 fans on top blowing out.
Right, right.
The thing about it is everything, I can tell everything is there to swap that thing out.
Yeah, it is.
And
right there.
The water cooler alone, I remember, cost me $100 and something. Hell, I would take it, if you're not comfortable with it, take it to a PC shop. They can probably do it for $150, $200. Because that's really going to, that could definitely cause some problems if it ain't pushing air out.
That's
because it looks like all it's doing is pushing it around.
It is from Best Buy, guys.
Hmm.
This is
And
a
you said
Best
it was a
Buy
rebuild?
computer. It's a pre-built.
Oh, pre-built. Okay. Not
Yeah.
as long as it's a rebuild. Hey, Bill Thomas. I know that dude.
Hey, Bill. I was going to get a pre-built, but I was like, it's cheaper to buy the components and just put it together.
Yeah, he told me to get the IQ 510. Sean did.
Oh, nice. Very good.
All I'm going to do is that one picture we were looking at is make sure we have enough room between the RAM, because now there's 4 sticks of RAM in there.
Damn,
this is coming off. Those cables, that
You got
water
me.
line is not going to be there.
Okay.
And
Oh,
we're
so
gonna
you're
put the
using
fr-
both channels. You're using both channels. All right, cool.
Hey, you got me curious now, man. I have not taken my case apart in a long time, but I might get in there either tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to be kind of busy, and I'm going to take some pictures and show you the setup just for the water cooler. And mine is really close. I mean, it was a squeeze between the CPU and getting that water cooler in there, but it works.
This
I'd
is
like
the
to see them
actual
pictures,
front.
Brian. Yeah.
This is the actual front of my computer
Yeah.
with the cover coming off. And so those fans, somehow, I'm feeling the air coming in here.
Because if they were working right, I mean, you should be feeling a lot of air coming out because that thing will heat up room.
Heck yeah.
The only one
Hell
I got
yeah, it will.
exhausting is that all-in-one fan. The only thing that's exhausting is this thing here on the left.
That's weird. Mine,
Yeah,
I go in my office with the doors closed. It's like a sauna. So it pushes out the air.
Yep.
And then I'm thinking, plus you've got the GPU. Let's say that heats up, right? That's blowing into the case.
Right.
And the power supply unit is drawing cold air in from the bottom and expelling it into the case.
No, it should. The power supply especially needs to be blowing it out because that's probably the hottest thing besides the CPU in there.
They've got it. It's actually flipped. So this would be the best picture. You see the power button is on top of the cord. So it's actually flipped over, upside down.
That's weird. Yeah, Sean, I gotta get that triple fan. I want it for on top, just like his.
And Brian, you see this button here?
Yeah.
I thought it was a reset button. Sean, I was talking to Sean on the phone. I said, man, I don't want to press it. We're on right now. He goes, just press it. I bet you it's your lights. And it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have a separate one. Yep, mine
Press
is
that
the
button
same.
and it changes all the lighting in it.
Yep, the colors. It changes colors.
Yeah.
I can do that through MSI, the Dragon Center too.
Yeah, I use the MSI too. That thing will. It's a good thing I don't drop acid anymore.
There's so much freaking software. There's MSI, there's Armory Crate, there's RGB 2.0. What the hell are you doing? Lighting
Yeah,
it
that's
up
what
like
I got, man.
Christmas?
Yeah. I'll put it on the rainbow. Oh, you'll love them colors. Pretty cool.
Hey, Mike, aka Drone Ranger. Haven't seen him in a while.
Hey, how you doing? Oh man,
That was their pre-registration card. It automatically registers itself when you. They actually have this cardboard thing. You snip this off and plug it in like a USB,
okay.
and it registers. Oh, I was going to show the site because then
got
they send
USB
you
3, right?
Oh yeah, they're all USB 3.2 Gen 2.
Okay.
Oh God, you're running Windows 11 home, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no way. Ugh.
No wonder. That's another thing too. Oh man, because it's drawing more. What is that thing that's got? There was a module, a T something module, and it draws a lot more CPU constantly just to have that for Windows 11 security.
Oh, that TPM.2.0.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of the damn thing. Yeah, but day sets. That's why if I can ever avoid it, I'm not going to migrate to 11.
Yeah,
I might go back to Linux or something.
I'm still on Windows 10 H2, 2.1 H2 or something. I didn't go to 11 yet.
This came with 11. It's not like I had a choice.
Yeah, no, you really don't. I mean, yeah, well, you can always go back. You just got to pay for the program.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just
why
take
pay for something you
Microsoft
already
Edge
bought?
out and you'll be fine. Because that sucks. Microsoft Edge just takes over your shit. All right.
All right, but do you see these? This is kind of weird. The bracket is on the back of the fan, so the air should actually be blowing out.
Yeah.
But it ain't.
Take it to a PC guy and see if it was done right. That's what I would do.
Is that possible to reverse the fan flow?
Yeah.
These fans are going off sale really soon, and
they're a 3-pin hookup, Jim. All you'd need to do is get into the motherboard, find the wires that go to that fan.
Right, they're right off the top.
And just reverse them. Pick it, pull it up out of the motherboard, and just spin it around. If it's not size, some of them they only go in one way.
Right.
But some of them you can reverse the polarity on, which will change the direction of the fan.
Because I took off that front cover, put my hand in there, and it's blowing in.
No, should not be doing that.
See, Tim said his RAM doesn't light up. Mine does. My RAM, my motherboard, everything lights up.
Well, the original RAM that came with this crap here doesn't light up. This T-Force RAM.
Yeah, it feels inadequate. My RAM never lit up.
No?
These are the headers you're talking about, Brian. The top headers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do multiple colors, like different RAM, different color, motherboard, different color, CPU fan, different color, everything. Dragon Center.
12-volt red, green, blue header.
I'm talking to 4-eyed canine here. When you're running certain apps like Microsoft Flight Sim but especially Davinci, you need this kind of power for especially lossless video. When you're rendering, if you don't have enough power in your CPU, that video is going to look choppy. It's going to look, it's just going to look bad. That's why you have to have a decent CPU, because when you do the final render on any video, especially with this new 5K shit and everything above they're going to come out with, 4K is bad enough. But if you don't have the right stuff, it's just going to come out kind of choppy and stuttery. Hey,
I got an
showing him, even with this the way it is, Brian, look at the friggin' RAM.
Yeah.
Even with 64 gigabytes, it's only showing a max of 36 on Fusion.
Going quick.
Yeah. It eats up, man. Blender and Fusion eat RAM like a son of a bitch. At a 64
I haven't used the
gigabytes.
Blender yet. I haven't used the Blender yet.
I'm glad you told. See that now. See, Jim, that's where you get to know more about DaVinci than I do, because just today it was yesterday I was editing in DaVinci. The last video I did was almost all DaVinci. It's the first one I've done like that, and I had to shut down because I have all kind of shit running on my computer. I've got Edge going. I've got Outlook. I've got Chrome. All kind of apps running in the background out there. They're up there. And I had to shut everything down just because of what I'm looking at right there on the screen. Wow. When I saw, okay, this thing is eating up all this RAM. No wonder why it said not enough memory to start Chrome.
So you like that Microsoft Edge?
It's pretty good. It's more secure than Chrome. The tracking on it is a lot less.
Right now, we're not doing nothing, right? But we just have those programs open. We're using 11 gigabytes of RAM right now.
Yep, that's pretty standard. I noticed even on mine was doing that.
And we're not doing anything yet.
No. Yeah, wait till you go to render something. Woohoo!
Exactly.
It'll max.
when I do any editing, I put the extreme performance on, and yeah.
Yep. That's how I've set up.
Well, that's what we were doing, and we leave it on the XMP.
Tim's talking about that MSI thing because I got the MSI set up too. And I went through because you can set up like 10 different profiles for whatever app you're using.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can set up overclocking. You can set up your GPU just for that app because you know you're going to be intensive in it. And I've done that with Davinci and Microsoft Flight Sims so far.
Oh, I did that.
Only way to really eat up anything.
Yeah, Sean
That
showed me
was
how to use
under
it.
display graphics. System. It's under system graphics.
Especially, I got 3 monitors, so I keep it at screen performance.
You got 3 going, Tim? I have 2 here.
Yeah, I got 3
Oh, shoot.
monitors.
Oh, there it is. System display.
You got 2 monitors now, Jim?
Yeah, I picked up this 27-inch M27Q. It's a 10-bit from Gigabyte. Gigabyte M27Q.
Is that Samsung?
No, it's a
Okay.
Gigabyte.
I got 3 27-inch Samsung.
It's a 1440, but the thing is, it's actually being seen as a 10. See here? It's being seen as a 10-bit with HDR.
God, I'm starting to feel so inadequate again.
And then, Brian, then with the 3080 card, it allowed the TV to be seen as a 10-bit instead of that 8-bit.
That's cool.
8-bit frequency response channel. It was 8-bit plus FRC, which they call dithering. But I lowered the bit rate, the gigahertz from 60 down to 30, and that made it go into 10-bit.
Okay.
Again, this is all with the HDMI 2.1, not DisplayPort.
Before I put something about running Davinci and Flight Sim at the same time, which that would blow my shit up.
Yeah.
See, I got
said you're welcome, Jim.
my GPU card though is older too. Mine's a 2-year-old card, and I didn't spring for the best one. I got a 260 in there. So that maybe with a 280 you could do that. I don't know.
What can't you do with a 260?
I can do everything I need to do for now. You know, I'm not going to try to run Flight Sim and Davinci at the same time.
Yeah, why would you ever do that? Yeah.
But I know what he's talking about, being it because, like I said, I had to shut down my browsers just because Davinci was chewing up all my RAM. And I have it set to a certain limit, but it must have been just enough to where it, especially Chrome. I know Chrome uses a lot of RAM.
It does.
And it wouldn't. That's another reason why I'm getting away from Chrome. And I just said, well, this is stupid. I'll just shut Chrome down. So I was trying to render a video. Don't need the stutters.
I hate that.
They're nice, Dave. Really good, good prints, Dave. Nice.
The one you were doing last night, Tim?
You've got a 280 16 gigs.
No, Dave just sent me an email of his 2 prints. Really good. Came out good.
What are you running, 4-eyed K9? Are you running 64 gigabytes of RAM?
No, he's only running 16.
16.
And he's got a 280 Super. You know, the 280 was doing the load.
See, I got an i7 with a 2060.
He's not using a water cooler either.
Nope. Me neither. But
listen, guys, before this, I was using the laptop with a GP
1060 you were.
1060, not an RTX.
You're lucky you didn't burn down your garage.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, see, I got a 2060 and it is water cooled. My GPU is water cooled, but that's the only thing that's water cooled.
He's upgradable to 32 gigs of RAM. Okay. Which I haven't done yet. Find the correct RAM. See, I got kind of boxed in. I got the Trident Z RGB RAM, and I bought the 16 gigabyte sticks, where if I had bought the Trident Z Neo RAM, which would have been 32 gigabytes each stick, I could have put this thing up to 128.
Yeah,
Overkill.
I got the Trident, but I only had one channel being used, so I got 2 sticks, 2 16s.
Total overkill on 128.
Yeah, I don't need to use the second channel. I don't think I do.
60 super. Okay, it's the same as mine.
And my processor was an i7 6700.
See, that's what I got. That's what I got, Tim. I got a 2060.
You're not. I don't think like you watch these guys who do the games and all that. I think I was watching a couple of benchmarking videos. You're not talking about huge differences when it comes to gaming. They're talking about frames per second all the time.
And
you know, we're talking about editing. Are we going to get?
I mean, you can on a gaming system, even like Flight Sim, which right now I think is probably the most, intense for running your hardware. I've seen mine miss a frame or two. I mean, it's noticeable. I don't care,
Yeah.
But yeah, when it hoses up, when you've just spent a week and a half on a video like I just did, and it hoses up, which it didn't, it's pretty disheartening for something like that to happen if it craps on you like that.
Well, I couldn't play 4K video. It was jittering so much. I always had to, I would have to monitor it at like 1080 and edit it, render it out at 4K. Or else it'd be like Brian's talking about, it'd just be absolutely crazy.
It just
stuttered. See, Sean was telling me that if I go to a 3080, I think he said that I can keep the same motherboard.
Yeah, you can.
Sure.
You got to do the research on it though, Tim, because there's a lot of 3080s out there right now and a lot of different motherboards, and they all got to be compatible with the RAM and the CPU.
Yeah, exactly.
But the 380s now do fit in a lot of. I'm running a Z390 motherboard. I know they make one for that, but I mean, for me, it's still a price issue right now. It's still an expensive card.
Yeah. Well, I got the 450, but I wanted the 550 or the 570, but they didn't have them. Hey, Sean.
450 what?
Mortar.
The whole thing starts with the motherboard.
Yeah, that's what I started. Yeah.
If your motherboard's already doing a 20, it'll probably do the 3080.
Oh, okay.
Is yours
the BIOS update? I can do it with the BIOS update.
Dog porn.
Okay.
Dog porn.
Jesus.
Oh, that's adorable. Dog porn.
Stop that. It's gross.
She's even saying that's gross. She's seen it on the big.
Hope you don't get thrown off of YouTube, Jim.
Dog porn.
Oh man, that's funny. 3070 Ti and Corsair just released.
Okay, here's a question for you, Jen, while I got you on the line.
Yeah.
Davinci, and it's because of just something Four-Eyed Canine put up there. He says he's rendering only in 280, which is what I'm doing. How come when I try to render in 4K, I get a black box all around the whole video and it shrinks it? What's going on with that?
What?
Yeah. I mean, it's like a black frame, and it covers up most of, not covers, but it just surrounds whatever video I've got going on, and it shrinks it.
You need to be checking your aspect ratio up there on the top.
Okay, that's what I need to look for. See, like I said, man, I've just been using this stuff, and it's those little things like that are going, why is it doing that? So, okay, I'll get the aspect ratio. I need to check that. That's it.
If you message me on the phone, you won't be bothering me.
Oh, I know, but at the same time, let me get out of this. At the same time, I'm usually in the middle of something like, oh, shit. I'll just go back to 1080p because most of my stuff for YouTube is good enough at 1080p anyway.
And you're keeping the video so you can always redo it later.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
You know, if I have to, if I just, and I do every now and again, like the cruise ship video I did in 4K, but I did it on Filmora. You know, so I've always got that as a backup. But still, the thing that's killing me, man, I want to get with DaVinci more is those transitions. They are just butter freaking smooth. Filmora just doesn't come close. It irritates the shit out of me, you know, that they have these, and I've already written to them and said, look at my stuff. This is Filmora. This is with DaVinci. Can't y'all fix these transitions? They're just simple dissolve transitions. They should not have a start and a stop just for that one split second in the middle of the transition, and they do, and it's irritating.
How is that getting there?
It's like because the transition is an overlay instead of being like with DaVinci, it'll trim the frame on each side to get the transition.
Right. So many frames.
With
right.
Filmora, it's an overlay, so you're actually seeing the stop and the start of each clip that you're trying to transition from and to.
Well, then fade it in and fade it out.
It doesn't work that way. For a lot of them, you want a slow, smooth fade. Okay, I'll give you a good example. You know those pictures? Have you seen those picture transition things I've been doing? Those are all DaVinci because they are so friggin' smooth. It looks like when I go from black and white to color,
yeah,
it looks amazing because I'm just going, well, I couldn't do that with Filmora. It would look bumpy as hell. But it looks like it, you know, it just springs to life when you do it on DaVinci. You know, all this from black and white to color, this color just starts popping up, and it's really cool looking. But you can't get that effect with Filmora.
No, and you can't with Cyberlink either. I had bought 2 copies of Cyberlink. At first, I bought the actual disc, and then I bought. Okay, this isn't. And then they immediately came out with the subscription for the 365. And so I went to that, and it still wouldn't do what I wanted. So
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, that was a
I've had
waste
my
of money.
frustrations with Cyberlink over the years.
Yeah. Arizona Drone Dude, I was building an i9 11900 with a 3070 Ti and a Crosshair board. Oh, and Crosshair just came out with a 12800 with a 3080 Ti, and I bought that too.
Wow. That's some money right there, man.
So you got 2 different setups? Yeah, it's like $5,000.
Jesus.
At the prices that are happening now.
Hey, I waited and waited and waited, but I was like, screw it, I'll settle for the 26.
It's a good card, man. Like I said, it still does what I needed to do.
Yeah.
So as long as it does, I'm happy.
Yeah, it does everything I needed to do.
My question for you was the MSI Z. Is that the 690 board? You mean? He's got the 960 Z960. I think it's 690. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a 390 if I remember right.
Yeah, me too, Dave. I like Corsair.
They've got the new Z690 motherboard out, which is, I think, DDR5 and all that.
Yeah, mine is DDR4.
That is the best retro game for RPI.
Hey, Jim, I'm going to have to go because I think I'm going to have a dog problem here in a second.
All right, buddy. Thanks for popping in.
I'm talking at you. Tim, take it easy, bud.
Take care, bud.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And they don't have it in stock all the time. Yeah. Stock seems to be a problem.
Yeah, it always is, man. Chips or anything like that.
Yeah, the 690. Okay. So that's going to be everything tomorrow's is already coming out. You know, it's like you're never on top of this game.
No. Every 6 months, man. It seems 3 to 6 months. Boom, changes.
Because Sean and I were talking about, the Z690 board just came out. DDR5 RAM is coming out. But you know what? I was never, ever going to go above the 3080 in the first place because...
No need to.
No, there is none. And to jump to a 3090s, MSRP is $1,500 on that thing. I can't. I haven't even looked at what the hell the hackers are selling it for.
That'd be a good place. Yeah, I might try some sites and see if I can get the 380, but they're expensive as hell right now.
I want to see something.
Hey,
NVIDIA
Jim,
RT 30X 3080 for sale.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm talking that into the browser. I want to see.
Oh, okay.
What they're
hey,
selling.
Jim, I'm gonna have to skip out of here because I gotta get into town and shit.
All right, bro. I'm cutting it off.
All right, brother. You have a
just
good
wanna
night.
see, man.
Take care. Take care, everybody in chat. Bye.
All right. Check. This is just eBay and stuff like that before I shut down. On a 3080 card alone. First one is $1,400. $1,550. $879. A Rogue Steerix 3060 board. No, we're not talking about that. Is used 3080 for what? For 200. Yeah, there's something wrong there, right? 3080 Ti XC3 Ultra Game. That's got to be robbery. 780. What the hell's Riser? RIZR. Never heard of them. Let's see. There's RTX 3080 Best Buy. Let's see what they say. Oh, you got to buy it in this laptop, the Razer Blade 15. It's 2,800 plus tax. Online only, 3080 here, $1,200. Everything's sold out anyway. You see the gray. Even at 1,200, it's sold out. All right, I'll cut this bad boy off. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Always appreciate it. Have a great night.